things at him. If Brockman does not meet your standards, he's gone. You have the ultimate authority to fire him. Who comes out of that situation feeling more pressure?
Yeah, who's got more pressure? The person who's about to lose their job or the person who's going to be talked about?
And we're going to be really mean to TJ. He's a Cowboys fan. We don't like him. We like him as a person. We don't like him as a Cowboys fan.
I mean, look, I'm used to that.
No one likes
guys.
Or he could just shut out the noise, but you can't shut out losing your job, can you, Michael?
You can't.
Thank you very much. A very, very rational Philadelphia Eagles fan, Michael, right here on the Rich Eisen Show.
Those words rarely go together.
Okay.
He doesn't climb any lighting poles.
I still think they don't apply here.
Well, here comes Lamar Jackson today. He showed up for work. We got video of him. RES consultant taking a look. That looks like a man who's motivated.
Oh, he's ready.
Oh, look at him running around cones.
Love this stuff.
Yeah, man.
Running in a figure.
Oh, he's running straight. Here he goes. Oh, look at him lifting his body. Oh, yeah.
Body weight lift.
Oh, that's not easy to do. That looks like a guy who feels no pressure.
None.
Okay.
I missed it, so I wasn't.
Oh, he's saying that Lamar's the quarterback under the most pressure this year.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago we had this
Okay.
insane cause.
All right. I've got Magic in Champaign, Illinois.
Johnson?
I don't know. Let's ask. Magic.
Tweeting?
You there?
Yes, what's going on, guys? How you doing?
Irvin, what's up, G?
Irvin.
Okay. Yeah, hey, Maize and Blue tonight, Rich.
Oh.
Rich, why aren't you in Indy?
Because I'm here. I'm doing the show. I just chatted with Jeffrey Ross. He's been booked for weeks.
I know.
I'm traveling this weekend. I'm running my 40-yard dash at St. Jude in Memphis. I've got caper I'm cultivating for Sunday night that I'm yet to announce, but I think people hopefully will enjoy it. Doing my show in New York, got the
Right.
I got the draft coming up 2 weeks after that. I'm just going to sit at home and watch it get tipped on time because there's no Chainsmokers concert, and then I'm going to hopefully watch a show, something I'll never forget in a positive way. Have a glass of red wine and not wait an extra hour for an antiquated one shining moment.
Antiquated.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Right.
Magic. That's my night.
Right, I got you now, Rich.
Yeah.
Now, listen. You should have came back. I know you was in Indy for the combine. You should have came back. This is a once, maybe in our lifetime moment that we're gonna win the ship.
Okay.
Shining
we
moment.
played great. We played great Saturday.
Yep.
Hopefully we can continue that. Hopefully YL is gonna play tonight. You know, it hurt his knee and his ankle Saturday,
play.
so he's gonna
Yeah.
get it out. He's gonna play, but I like our chances tonight, Rich. I like our chances tonight.
Magic, call back tomorrow, will you please? Let's talk tomorrow.
I will.
Awesome.
I got you. Maize and Blue, baby.
All right.
All day, every day for life, Rich.
In the home of the University of Illinois. That would have been an interesting night for Magic had the Illini made it, but there you go. There goes Magic.
Dang.
And as you know, all Magic know how to hit the obvious. Go blue. Go blue.
Forge for great.
Good luck.
You've said it before. This will only take a second. Just a quick glance. A fast reply. But on the road, seconds don't wait for you. They decide everything. Who stops, who doesn't, who makes it home. So next time your phone lights up, ask yourself, is this distraction worth a ticket or even a life? Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
Rich Eisen here. For small businesses, every hire counts, and so does your time. Hiring can quickly become overwhelming, from sorting applications to figuring out who's truly qualified. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro helps. It streamlines the process so you can focus on connecting with the right candidates, not managing the noise. Hire right the first time. Post your job and get $100 off towards your job post at linkedin.com/Eisen. That's linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar MediSpa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
When it comes to building or remodeling your home, every detail matters. Hi, this is Kathy Herring with KDL Construction, and we believe great design begins with careful planning and ends with flawless execution. With open communication and a true partnership mindset, we guide you through every step, turning your vision into reality. Our goal, to deliver more than a building project. We create an experience that is seamless, stress-free, and inspiring. Visit KDLConstructionLLC.com to start your transformation today. KDL Construction, your vision, our craft.
UBE and PirateWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed
former March Madness hero at Barton College, former Harlem Globetrotter, Anthony Atkinson.
Preparation means opportunity. Sports has helped me so much in life, period, that, once I get somewhere in life, I'm just ultra competitive. My wife tells me all the time, like, I'm too competitive. But that gives you an edge in life, and I tell my team, that my players that I coach all the time, the love of competition, you can't never beat that. You gotta want that. And that's one thing I don't like about, today's college game, because you got all these kids. They don't play for the love of the game anymore. They play for the love of money.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, exclusively on Pirate Radio, Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, and on the Pirate Radio app. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Line drive into right center field. Burris around third. He'll tie the game. Herring gets to third base. RBI single by Austin Irby.
This is the Pirate Nation, and we are Pirates because all you have to do to get anybody excited here is go, Purple!
You guys are rocking. The city's awesome, and I love you guys.
Sumo Konbe hit, driven back, ECU standing tall.
The biggest thing about Pirate Nation is we kind of get it for as small a community as we are. We really get everybody involved.
Y'all are intimidating guys. I'm saying y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
We never lose a tailgate. That's the one thing. Undefeated.
Go Pirates! Yeah.
Live from the First Flight Credit Union Studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. First show in our new digs.
the First Flight Credit Union studio as we bring you Pirate Radio Live on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, pr927fm.com. You can find us on the Pirate Radio app powered by Carolina Caliber, and we are on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. Come join us there. Join the chat gang. Check out the new flavor. And join us for a great show. We got a ton to talk about as we will recap an awesome ECU baseball week and weekend. We have, for the first time, comments from the coordinators. Jordan Davis, new ECU offensive coordinator. Jordan Hankins, new ECU defensive coordinator. Talked to them earlier today, so you will hear their first comments since they've come to Greenville, North Carolina to help Blake Carroll coach the Pirates. We'll get to all that on our New Blue Pirate Report. We got great guests to get to. Coach Mack will give his thoughts on UConn and Michigan going for the national championship tonight. We'll hear about that game from a betting standpoint with Jeff Nadu, who joins us on the show, and Brandon Golden joins us to talk some baseball and a little bit of everything in between. So we are packed here for a Monday show. Glad to have Shirley Rhodes along for the ride, intern Nick Bass, intern Zach, J-Bones around here, Glenn, Ellerby, the whole crew, Mark, and it's a big deal when we start the show with left side.
Strong side.
Chandler Honeycutt is here, the salesman, and man, has he been getting it done on the sales trail. And we are happy to have a guest in here joining us, Frank Etheridge with the First Flight Credit Union. Frank, good to see you. How you doing, sir?
Doing well. Good to see you.
Yes, sir. And man, the studio looks great, Chan, man.
Yes, got this backdrop up today. So we got it up today. We were able to get it launched, and we've been talking about this for a long time. Frank and First Flight has been a partner for almost a year now, and like I said, we've been talking and meeting about this for quite some time. But I do remember kind of approaching Frank. Frank came to me, was asking me about different sponsorships. What can we do bigger? What can we do better? And I said, I think I can come up with something for you. And so I approached Frank about sponsoring the studio. And of course, he went back to his team. We finally got a deal done, got the backdrop in place. So we're excited to be displaying this every single day on Facebook and YouTube Live. So you will be able to see it and also hear their commercials. And then also at the beginning of the show here that this is the First Flight Credit Union studio. So
Frank, it's official when Chuck says it.
When Chuck says it is official.
First Flight.
But yeah, it's great to be finally partnering with the studio with you. Like I said, we've been partners for almost a year, but to be the studio sponsorship, how exciting is that, Frank?
It's really exciting, Chandler, and we're feel very fortunate to be able to have the opportunity to come together on this partnership and do this and promote First Flight and kind of get our name out in the community and be able to share our story and exactly what we do and how we help our members.
Speaking of the story, for the people out there that are not familiar with First Flight, who is First Flight and what makes you different from different banks out there?
Yeah, well, mainly First Flight, it's more than just a place to keep your money. We were kind of founded on the belief that financial services should be fair, accessible, and built on a foundation of trust. And unlike traditional banks that are owned by shareholders and focused on generating profits, First Flight is a nonprofit, and we are basically solely focused on its members. With every person who opens an account becomes an owner, not just an investor. So every person who opens an account becomes a member with us to kind of have an equal voice and a shared interest on the success of First Flight.
How can people become a member of First Flight?
Well, there's several ways you can become a member, Chandler. Essentially, we kind of say you got to live, work, or worship within the communities that we serve. But there's other ways. We have a preservation society that you can join and things of that nature. So First Flight, become a member is pretty accessible. Not too complex.
Yeah, and you guys have obviously a branch here in Greenville, but you have several branches throughout Eastern North Carolina, right?
Yes, we do. We have 5 branches. They're spread across Eastern North Carolina. Our headquarters is based out of Cary. So we have a branch in Cary, one here in Greenville, one in Moorhead, Havelock, and another branch in New Bern.
Besides the launch of this awesome partnership, this sponsorship of our studio, what are some other exciting things that First Flight has going on right now?
We've got some promotions going on right now that I'd love to share with the Pirate Nation audience. One being we have a program where we're trying to get young savers to get them aware and be able to start saving. So if you're under the age of 18 and you open a young savers account in joint conjunction with an adult, we'll instantly credit you $25 into your young savers account there. So we're really excited to be able to teach the young members how to start saving their money and planning for their financial future. And we're also really excited we have a automobile refinance promotion. So if all of our members that are credit worthy that qualify, if you come into First Flight, give us an opportunity to look at your refinancing your current automobile. Normally we can have a promotion right now. We'll beat that rate by 50 basis points.
A lot of great stuff going on at First Flight. Clip Rock.
No doubt. Jamie says that for a second he thought that was Jay Billis sitting in here. So, Frank, do you have a basketball pick for tonight for us? Michigan and UConn?
My team is out, so I guess the other team remaining in my bracket is UConn, so I'm going to be pulling for UConn.
Okay.
No, Frank did tell me before we came on the show that he is between him and somebody else out of 75 members.
With 75 employees, and right now I am leading the bracket, and I have both of our winners were out, but it's the person in second place right now, they picked Michigan, and I've picked UConn, so I'm pulling for UConn.
You need the Huskies.
I need the Huskies to win today.
Good for you. We'll update our standings, but my last team dropped out when Michigan dropped the hammer on them Saturday night.
Yeah.
Impressively. Well, good deal. Anything else, Frank, we need to know about First Flight?
No, other than, like I said, if you're shopping for a new financial institution that's focused on memberships and membership relationships, rather, come see us. We're right there on Memorial Drive. And the other thing I'll share is for the people that are riding about in Greenville, we're real excited about building a new location that we're hoping to break ground on sometime in the summer. Hope to be in there about 2027, probably about the same time frames, sometime in the summer. And so if you're riding down Fire Tower Road, you'll see the future home site of First Flight. So we're real excited about that.
Frank, once again, thank you for your support of the program. Absolutely. And being a great sponsor of our studio. So from here on out, we're going to be hearing First Flight quite a bit. And you're going to be seeing it, too, if you tune into YouTube or Facebook Live.
I love it.
Be introducing a lot of guests into the First Flight Credit Union. Wednesday, golf coach Kevin Williams will join us to talk some Masters and some ECU golf. So excited to have him in studio with us, and we'll be sprinkling out some great guys. Ryder Giles, now he's a baseball coach, unfortunately will not be in the First Flight Credit Union studios, but old Ryder.
Elon?
If folks remember a while back, he used to come on the show. He gave me a golf pick one time and it won, so he became my golf guy.
Yeah.
So we'll talk some Elon baseball and some Masters with Ryder Giles later this week as well. Be exciting. Well, thank you, Frank. Enjoyed the partnership. Chan, man, good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too, man. Kenny Curling's one of our top Pirate Radio listeners, says bring First Flight to Washington.
Yeah, we will. Well, we're glad to talk about it.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I'm not going to say no. Yeah. Could happen. All right, let's take a break. We'll regroup, and we'll get Coach Mack on to give his thoughts on what's going to transpire tonight. We'll talk a little NASCAR and the ever-changing world of college athletics with Mack McCarthy. We'll take a break, come back, have more for you. Pirate Radio Live in the First Flight Credit Union studios after this.
Hey Birdland, baseball is back, and there's no better place to be than Camden Yards on March 28th as the O's take on the Minnesota Twins. Be there early. 15,000 fans will receive an exclusive Kyle Bradish jersey hoodie presented by Autumn Lake Healthcare. The perfect layering piece for springtime at the yard. Don't miss the energy, the excitement, and a giveaway you'll want in your regular rotation. Visit Orioles.com/tickets.
Jeff Stein here at Brownwood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and Buick Enclave, Encore GX, Envision, and Invista, 0.9 and $3,000 off. Winter service special still going on, $210 in rebates on batteries, brakes, air filters, and wiper blades. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Michaels and Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels and Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels and Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels and Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Oh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote, or you can email us at info@scitekes.com.
After years in the making, the new Papa John's Pan Pizza recipe is ready. Introducing a new pan pizza with edge-to-edge cheese and toppings, a crispy garlic Parmesan crust, and 6 cheeses. It's the perfect balance of a soft, fluffy interior dough and a crispy crust. You'll agree this pan pizza was worth the wait. Order the new pan pizza today from your local Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Danny Beal, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was easy to work with when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
Close your eyes and picture this. Sizzling fajitas hitting the table, fresh seafood bursting with flavor, and a handcrafted margarita waiting in your hand. That's the experience waiting for you at La Tavara Mexican Kitchen and Seafood on 10th Street in Greenville. From brunch with friends to a quick lunch break, La Tavara brings the taste of the coast and the heart of Mexico together in every bite. So when you're hungry for something fresh and unforgettable, make it La Tavara Mexican Kitchen and Seafood, 10th Street in Greenville, or online at latavara.com.
Oh, dude, that home run just busted your windshield.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it?
Yeah, I've got Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
This is Miles Berry and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for a place for lunch? Basil's lunch menu features signature pizzas, pastas, sandwiches, and salads starting at $11. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, Shirley, I told Mac 3:20, so if you could give us a few minutes and give him a call. Oh, is he already on? Oh, okay. Well, maybe we should just let him hear us talk for 6 minutes. J-Bone joining us, Jared Watkins. Hello, Jared.
Hey, Clip. How we doing?
Hey, great. How are you?
Doing great.
Good to hear.
Carolina doing Carolina things.
Hey, let's talk about that with Mac McCarthy on the Turner Home Team Live line. He joins us on Championship Night. Coach Mac, how you doing, sir?
I am good. Sorry to be early.
No apologies. Just show up a little later next time.
Better be early than late.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Mac, we'll start there. Big news. Glenn stopped me in the hallway earlier and said, hey, did you see Carolina got their guy? And I wish Glenn would have let me guess names.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how long it would have taken me to get to Michael Malone. We had heard an NBA name quite a bit, but an active coach in Billy Donovan.
Yes.
And Michael Malone, I'd seen his name as well. So he has been doing nothing.
Television.
Television?
Been on NBA on ESPN.
Since fired by the Nuggets, why would a team fire a guy who won a championship and has them in a great spot every year? It had to be something non-basketball related.
Yeah, well, as soon as that news came out, I was recording with an interview with Parker Gabriel of the Denver Post to talk Broncos and Jaquan McMillan, and I was like, hey, can we talk about this for a little bit? And he talked about the downfall of Michael Malone in Denver, and it was because of the relationship between him and the GM, Calvin Booth, and they couldn't work together. And so instead of getting rid of one of them, they got rid of both of them.
Coach Mack, where did Calvin Booth play in college?
Penn State.
You are correct, sir. I don't know why you wouldn't know that, but I knew that as well. I just wanted to show I knew that. What were you going to say, Mack?
I actually coached against Calvin Booth and actually signed one of his high school teammates, a guy named Hiram Thomas. So I've known about Calvin Booth for a long, long time.
There we go. Well, what do you know about Michael Malone, and what do you think about this hire, Coach Mack?
Well, I don't know Michael Malone. I do know his dad, Brendan Malone, pretty well, and a long-time assistant coach in the college ranks and in the NBA. And of course, Michael Malone, I was aware of him, that he did a good job, and it was puzzling just from a distance. And somebody who doesn't watch the NBA, it was kind of weird that they fired him, and weird that they fired him with like 3 games left in the season, which I think is some kind of record. But we know a couple things. Number one, this is an outside the box hire.
Yeah.
And who knows in this day and age with NIL and the portal and more of a pro model that it won't work. But we also know that he wasn't the first choice. And that's not always a big factor either. A lot of coaches weren't the first choices that have gone on to have success. But this reeks of desperation and is a reach in my mind. And again, it may work out fine, but it is certainly unconventional at best.
Now, I only know him from the NBA. He has spent some time in college. I'm looking at his Wikipedia. Now, before he got an offer from Pete Gillen at Providence, he was about to start training to join the Michigan State Police. Not Michigan State basketball program, but Michigan State Police.
That's crazy.
Got a job with Pete Gillen, served as at Providence. He was the men's basketball director of ops at Virginia in '99. I see also Manhattan on this list, Coach Mack. 2001 was his last time in college basketball. Since then, he worked his way up the ladder to get the Kings and eventually the Nuggets job. So, yes, he's been in college coaching, but, man, it was a long time ago.
It was, and college coaching is completely different than when he was there in 2001. There's very little that's in common with what it was when he was there. And like I said, his dad had a long college career and a pro career also, and had a lot of success, and a very well respected guy for sure. But they absolutely struck out on their first 3 or 4 or 5. I don't know how many, but it got interesting at the end when it was Billy Donovan and Tommy Lloyd, because they have the same agent. And of course, I think really the hold up there was the fact that Billy Donovan insisted on completing the season, which isn't over till maybe 7 or 8 days from now, the 14th, 15th, sometime next week. And that certainly was kind of a deal breaker, I guess, with the portal starting tomorrow. So yeah, it reeks of desperation to me. But again, hey, if they throw enough money at it, it'll probably work out just fine.
North Carolina officially has the weirdest 1-2 punch at the Big Two with basketball and football.
That's what I was talking to Parker Gabriel about. It's like they got Bill Belichick and Michael Malone, excuse me. And on paper, that seems like they're going to stack up the hardwood it's not going to work. It's just not.
It feels like it won't, but yeah, I don't know. Johnny Hoops in, by the way, not to be confused with Johnny Stats. Johnny Gardner says a day away from the portal officially opening, hearing we will have 2 new assistant coaches named shortly. So every team working now to get their staffs ready for the portal opening up. Mack, so it was, Tommy Lloyd high on the list. You said it was not their first choice, and it reeks of desperation. I compared this last week to Penn State, where you had a bunch of big names out there. They end up with a really good football coach, Matt Campbell, which I think is a good hire.
Yeah.
And I felt like North Carolina was going to kind of end up there as well. And maybe we'll never know fully, or maybe we do know. Maybe you do know, Matt. Like, who are the other real options they were looking for to try to take this job?
Oh, I don't think there's any question that Dusty May was on the list. I think there was a backup list with Byington and McCollum and Husselberger. I do not think Golden or Oates were ever on the list, even though they kept floating those names. They just had too much stuff going on in their background to you want to be you're going away from the Carolina coaching tree family, but you don't want to go away from the squeaky clean image of North Carolina basketball.
Well,
whether that's deserved or not.
Did they get out to the reach out point to Byington and Otzelberger, or do you think Malone was ahead of them on the list? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you think any conversations were had with those guys?
I think conversations were had, and of course, Otzelberger pretty much quickly right away, kind of dismissed it.
Okay.
Byington went ahead and signed an extension. Colin was the one that may have been still in play.
Mac, that's a great thing about these openings, right? Everybody gets a raise, regardless of if you leave or not.
Oh, no question. No question.
Yeah, Lloyd got his as well, sticking at Zona.
I mean, you compared it to Matt Campbell, but at least Matt Campbell knows how to coach college football.
I'm comparing the situation to Matt Campbell, not the outcome.
Yeah, because you said what, since 2001?
Yeah, he hadn't been in college
years.
coaching. Yeah.
What is he going to do? He doesn't know how to construct a roster.
Well, Mac, the game is a lot closer to the pros than it was, right? I mean, there is that part of it.
It is, and he's going to have a lot of contacts. And we say it's pro, even though there's no salary cap and all that kind of thing. But the structure of a roster is sort of similar to what you do in the NBA, although they have long-term contracts and not just day-to-day like it seems like college has. But yeah, it's different. But Jared's point is still valid. He better know people that know people, and if he does, they'll be just fine.
Jamie says, "What NBA coaches have fared well moving from NBA to college?" It can't be a long list. You see it the other way a lot, but. It's kind of failed. Like Jamie's the Indiana guy, so he knows we're going to talk about Mike Woodson going to Indiana. That didn't work out. And like Hoiberg did the college to NBA back to college. But Mac, does anybody come to mind who left the NBA to go to college? It just doesn't happen a lot.
No, I mean Pitino came back, Calipari came back,
right?
But they have been college coaches.
Yeah.
But again, back to the point we've been talking about, it's not the same game.
Yeah.
So all those references to failures coming from the NBA, like John McLeod went to Notre Dame or whoever else. I don't know that those are even relevant anymore, to be honest. And that's maybe giving them the benefit of the doubt, but I'll stick with it.
Yeah, I just don't see Michael Malone sitting in a living room like, hey, you should. I don't see him succeeding at that aspect of college coaching. And maybe, that's not as prevalent anymore. I don't know. But this just stinks to me.
Well, what did you think about Belichick? Did you think it would work?
No, not
I think
really.
I ended up saying it would work because maybe I should have looked closer at who they hire as their GM, the
Michael Lombardi
and
guy.
And
it's not the Belichick aspect that made me think this is going to fail. It's the Michael Lombardi aspect of things.
What do you think the staff looks like, Coach Mack? That's going to be interesting too. Does he bring in pro guys or college or a mix?
Got to bring in college guys.
Yeah.
Bring in college guys to, just to be aware of the rules and the NCAA structure, how college programs are constructed too. I think they've got to be college guys, and maybe guys he's had contacts with, but they got to be college guys.
That has got to be an eye opener for pro coaches moving to college. Like, wait, so you're telling me there really are no rules? We can do whatever?
Yeah.
That's got to be.
With the NBA just being a revolving door of coaches that get fired and rehired the next day, it's crazy that this is the job Michael Malone gets.
I know you got to think that. I mean, hell, I was saying I don't know who Charles Lee is. Fire him right now and get Michael Malone.
Yeah,
no.
And I just read that the Magic, they were planning on pursuing Michael Malone if their playoff run was an absolute failure. So, just crazy stuff, man.
Something to keep an eye on. Does this happen to Mike Tomlin next year? Does he become a college coach?
Well, he's had talks with USC a few years back.
Yeah, it's something to keep an eye on. All right. Anything else? Unfortunately, this doesn't open up another job. Like I like the never carousel aspect of it. Mac, any other jobs you're watching in college basketball right now? Can you remind me of any?
Well, I mean, not necessarily on your radar, but on my radar, the University of Virginia, despite making it to the Sweet 16 for the first time in 27 years or something like that, they got rid of their coach, which and of course Dawn Staley,
women's coach,
one of their best alums. That immediately became the rumor, but that's not happening. And again, right before the portal, a major opening, and every player on the team either graduating or in the portal. That's a fairly high-profile job. Not necessarily nationally, but certainly in the region.
Yeah. So State brings in Justin Gainey. Did we talk to Mac about that last week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's a Will Wade defender, but can't defend him much.
That's
longer.
right. That's right. Mac, made a big statement last week. You mentioned Dawn Staley. So the Geno thing, I guess he came out and apologized for his major rant and whining and stuff. Was he just mad that he lost, Mac? Was that all that was?
Oh, yeah. He was just a grumpy old man, and he doesn't lose much, and he didn't handle it well. And it's kind of a shame that literally we weren't talking about a great performance by South Carolina.
Yeah.
We were talking about that, and that's kind of shadowed the whole Final Four, although UCLA's blowout of South Carolina got everybody back on track, if you would. No close games in the Final Four on the women's side, which usually there are blowouts along the way, but we have some competitive games in the finals, but we didn't get that. UCLA, great story, and 5 seniors, there, but they weren't there the entire time, but 5 seniors sticking together to win the thing was a cool story. But yeah, Ariama showed his backside for sure.
And congratulations to Charles Barkley and Mac McCarthy and the Auburn family on winning the NIT. They knock off the Americans Tulsa in overtime. And I don't know, Mac, I'm kind of poo-pooing it, but does this mean anything at all to Auburn winning the NIT?
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. I wonder what it would mean for ECU. I think we would be fired up about it. Hell, we got fired up about the CIT run.
Yeah,
but
hang the banner.
But a good year for Tulsa.
Won it last year.
What's that?
Chattanooga won it last year, and nobody even remembers that.
That is true. I had no idea. But Tulsa makes it. Tulsa has stunk it back. Now, I know they have a pretty good history, Mac, but Tulsa got good.
Yeah, quick turnaround.
Seemingly overnight. Why can't we do that? Why not us? Every time I see one of these, I'm like, hey.
You actually can if you decide to.
There we go. There it is. All right, let's take a break, and we'll get Mac's thoughts on the Final Four games from Saturday, and also, can UConn look? UCLA was a 6.5 whatever point underdog and beat South Carolina by 80 last night. Could that happen on the men's side, or is the Michigan wagon too strong? We'll get to that, and we're back racing this week.
Back in Bristol, man.
Talk a little NASCAR. and more when we return Pirate Radio Live with Coach Mack McCarthy. Also, I got one of Mack's former players coming on this week, so we're going to get some Mack stories with Sam Hennett. Although Sam seems like a good dude. I don't think he'd share anything too bad about Mack, but I don't know. We'll find out. See if Mack has a story about Sam that we can pass along. Back with you after this.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Play ball! Greenville, it's time to play ball. The Greenville Yard Gnomes are back, and tickets are on sale now. Bring the whole family out for big hits, wild promotions, and non-stop fun all night long. From fireworks to theme nights, every game is an experience you don't want to miss. Cold drinks, great food, and the best atmosphere in town. Don't wait till it's sold out. Grab your seats now. Get your tickets today at yardgnomesbaseball.com or at the box office.
Plan your spring getaway to the Crystal Coast with exclusive savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Save 15% with our Beaufort Spring Getaway, available through May 31st. Explore Cape Lookout's beautiful beaches and the wild horses of Shackleford Banks. Enjoy waterfront dining at the award-winning 34 Degrees North restaurant. With no advance deposit and free cancellation up to 48 hours before arrival, planning is easy. Book now at BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208-516.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021. For a roof that's built to last and service you can trust, the Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie!
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Ready to save money on your current automobile loan? Right now, our road to savings couldn't be faster. At First Flight, we're making borrowing easy with our limited time auto refinance promotion. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, Newbern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary to see how one of our experienced lenders can beat your current auto loan rate by 0.5%. All local residents are membership eligible. Terms and conditions do apply. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates!
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and, of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
This is Ryan McChrystal, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
Back in the First Flight Credit Union studios as we bring you Pirate Radio Live here on a Monday. We'll get back to Coach Mack in a second. Real quick, we'll check in with the chat gang. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Watch the three-point contest. Clipper, you had it, man, at least to make to the finals. I know. That was a major choke job. I came out red hot. 7 points through the first 2 racks, and then completely choked it away. I'm happy with my performance because at least people can see that I have a jump shot. They also see that I'm fat and I guess ran out of stamina and mental willpower. PJ says, hey. Lane says ECU baseball is back. Terry says Clip was out at baseball presser. What the heck?
What in reverse, Terry?
Yeah, had fun out there Saturday with intern Zach. Kenny says great week of Pirate baseball, 4-0.
Kenny, calm down.
His team had a different vibe about them. Wynn says Mack had a hand growing out of his shoulder.
I want to shake his hand.
Was that his picture or something? I don't know what that was referring to. We got Kenny. Don't like the Tar Heels or Wolfpack hires at all. We'll love them in 2 years when both teams are looking for a head coach again. Pike. I saw
Tar Heels.
Pike earlier today when I went to go get audio for ECU football, walking around the practice field, getting some peeking in apparently. He said, what did I miss? You missed a new studio. We got the First Flight Credit Union studio here, Pike, and we've got Mac McCarthy. You missed him talking about Michael Malone, which we will discuss throughout today's show, I'm sure. Jarrett rejoins us. Coach Mack rejoins us on the Turner Home Team Live line. Mac, I got Sam Hennett coming up one day this week. Jarrett, you know the main reason I'm having Sam on?
Hornets.
He is a Charlotte native and a lifelong Hornets fan, and I was texting with him the other night during the game, and he said the following: we've been waiting for times like this. Mm-hmm. Yes, we are. Yes, we have, Sam. But Sam, I really like Sam. He was a 4-year guy here at ECU. Good ball player. And seemed to be a nice guy. I hate people saying people are nice, good guys without me officially knowing them. But Mac, hopefully you can co-sign on that. But any good Sam Hennett stories or anything? Did he ever get in any trouble or anything?
No, Sam was a good guy. Is a good guy. Was a really good student. He's one of those. I don't know how many 4-year guys that are left. Not many people stick around anymore, but we were glad to have him. He went to Fork Union and played for the great Fletcher Arrett up at Fork Union. And I want to say when we got involved with him, he was committed to Butler. I know Butler was the leader, at least, whether he was committed or not. And I remember driving him back off after his official visit to East Carolina, drove him back to Fork Union. And, of course, they have this deal where you can't be on campus, not in uniform. So he wasn't going to wear his uniform from Greenville. So we had to pull in a little Exxon station right there in town at Fork Union, which might be there may be 3 businesses. There's a hotel that has a restaurant, and I think this Exxon. I think they're the only 3 businesses in Fork Union. But the guy was used to the guy stopping in because they had to use his restroom to change into their uniform before we could drive them across the street to campus. But no, Sam was certainly one of the good guys I've ever coached. And golly, man, in this day and age where you could shoot threes all you want from any distance you want, he would be even more valuable than he was with us.
I was going to say, if Mac would have let him shoot more, he would have had more threes. What is this? Is this all-time threes. Sam fourth on the list. This looks like for one season though. Sam fourth. I'm trying to find all-time, but yeah, Sam and James, you let them light it up, shoot it up a little bit. But we're looking forward to talking to him. We'll see if he's got any good Mack stories for us when he joins us.
He probably could do an impersonation.
All right, Mack, let's talk tonight. Well, let's talk Saturday first. UConn, Illinois. So I had Illinois and I had Arizona, and I think they were down a combined like 30 points in the first 5 minutes of those games. That was one of the keys the other night. I mean, Michigan the whole way out, but UConn getting that kind of early cushion helped them because they were able to hold on to it. Illinois would kind of make a little mini run, cut it to 4 or 6, but they were able to stay ahead the whole time. What was the key for the Huskies the other night, Mac?
Well, they just played really good defense, and they had only made double-figure threes, I think, 3 times in the whole season. They made 12, 13, or 14. They made some crazy numbers. So it literally came down to Illinois didn't shoot the ball very well, although defense had a lot to do with that. And on the other end, Connecticut shot the ball. They didn't shoot the ball well, but they shot the ball really well from 3, which was not their history. So it was kind of an anomaly of a game, but I think most people felt pretty good about Illinois. I did too. And in the other game, I actually, I liked Michigan, but I really kind of felt that Arizona had a good, advantage at point guard, and daggone if Cadeau didn't play, really well. He didn't shoot the ball especially well, especially early in the game, but he played really well on both ends of the floor. So who knows? The finals on the men's side and the women's side were a little bit surprised.
Elliot Cadeau the other night, Mac, 5 of 17 from the floor. You look at that and say, but
yeah.
I read that rather than lobbing it inside to the big men, Cadeau, the objective was to take his guy off the dribble, throw it up off the backboard, and let these big boys, Mara and company, get the rebound and go to work. Michigan had, 40 rebounds. I don't have the here we go. They had 11 offensive boards, and 4 for Johnson, 3 for Mara, and that led to a lot of points. Them getting it off the rim, getting it off the backboard, and credit to Dusty May if that was the plan. That worked out great for him.
Yeah, he got a lot of credit for that. And the other thing that Dusty May did that I had never heard of, and you got to give the guy credit for creative thinking. Anyway, is he had the basketball court put down in the middle of the big house and had him shoot out there to get used to the weird depth perception for Dome.
Wow,
great idea, great thinking, and could have led to some of their success. So now we get to do you have some?
Jaxel Lindenberg, he got hurt.
He left, but he came back.
Okay.
And
he did, and he's still hurt. He's got a knee injury, a sprained MCL, and an ankle sprain. But there's no way he won't play tonight.
Yeah.
How effective he'll be, we'll have to see.
Mac, this all comes down. We'll talk to Jeff Nadu later. We already recorded it, but everything says Michigan. But Danny Hurley, love him or hate him, there he is over there, and is back in the championship again. And I said, this isn't the best team he's had, and he's had some good players, but man, you gotta give him credit for getting back here again.
Yeah, no question. And isn't he undefeated in the Final Four?
Yeah, I guess that's right.
I don't think he's ever lost in the Final Four.
Yeah, 2 previous trips, and then
that ain't a bad resume, Nugget.
If they are to win, what has to happen in the game tonight?
Oh, I kind of think it's the same thing. Lindeborg, that would be a factor if he's not 100%. But their size just really kind of bothers me. Although they might have it a little advantage in the backcourt. Cadeau has had a good year and played well despite his 5 for 17 shooting the other night. I thought he played really well. Had a double-double. made a big three late in the game, although I don't know how big it was. With they didn't get the game very close too often, especially later in the second half. But I do think backcourt play will be a little bit of an advantage for Connecticut. And you know what we always say this time of year: guards get you through the tournament. If that's the case, then maybe Connecticut's got a chance. I was surprised the line is what it is.
What do you mean?
That seems like an awful lot.
Okay. You said the size bothers you. Well, they just have one guy, I guess, but he's really good. Terrace Reed has been awesome. 20 against Sparty, 26 against Duke to go with 9 boards, 4 blocks, and he had 17 the other night. You just think there's not enough of Reeds on that roster?
Michigan just keeps running people at you, and they're all big.
Yeah. But Reed has been fantastic. What kind of game do you think Mara and Reed have tonight? Is it going to come down to the shooting outside, or will those guys determine how this game goes?
Yeah, I still think, outside shooting sort of determined it the other night. I kind of think it will. I think it'll be a draw inside, maybe Connecticut hopes for a draw inside. But Michigan is really capable of lighting it up.
And they have scored, is it 90 every game this tournament, Mac? That is stupid. Totals at 146 tonight. This is obviously a who you think is going to win question, because if UConn wins, it will probably be lower scoring. If Michigan wins, they might get into 90 or 80 again. But how many points you think? What kind of flow you think we'll see tonight?
I think they're going to go up and down. Connecticut doesn't back down. They just, once they get in the half court, they tend to work it a little bit more, or their sets are a little bit more prolonged. They're not quick hitters, and they don't shoot it as quickly in transition as Michigan does. But I think there'll be missed shots. I think Michigan will get in transition. I think it'll be a game in the 80s, and that will be an advantage for Michigan.
Mac McCarthy joining us. Zach said we should ask you about the Hornets, but Jarrett and I know you don't watch any NBA, and if the Hornets weren't any good, I wouldn't watch the NBA. Sometimes it is tough to watch. Although I will say the Hornets share the basketball probably about as much as any team will.
Sion James was like the leading scorer going into halftime on Friday night.
They are actually fun to watch. Mac, will you watch any postseason basketball, even the finals?
No, but I will watch Zach go around and ask people questions.
Hey, that thing did numbers, man.
Well done, Zach. Mac, the new 3-point contest video is out, and I want you to watch it and watch my first 2 racks and then turn it off.
I did the commentary.
I know. Which was a real treat.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah. Assistant coach then, Harold, was in it.
Yeah.
It was kind of underwhelming there, but fortunately he's really good at his day job.
That he is. He was back in this year's 3-point contest and advanced to the finals. But we have the same champion as last time. Alex Harper won. Go check that out on YouTube, folks. See me absolutely light it up for about 8 shots and then brick everything else. Sam Danka, really good defensive player for ECU football last year, Coach Mack, came in 15 minutes late, took a 3 from the corner, nothing but net, and said, all right, I'm ready, and then went on to hit like
3 shots.
3. He was terrible. He looked like, if you saw his form as a basketball coach, you would have been disgusted at his form. I said Reggie Miller, but Reggie made his shots. Jarrett said Joakim Noah. That's a better comparison. Yeah, it was very Noah-ish.
I know we had some unusual looking shots, and we critiqued them pretty good the first time around.
Yeah, you were great on commentary.
To commentate.
You said I was clutch, I believe.
Wow.
And I'll never. Yeah, Mac McCarthy said I was clutch.
I said choke artist.
Yeah. Well, there was that too.
At least this is a one-way relationship. I do compliment you.
Not true at all. Mac joining us. Where are we racing at, boys?
Bristol.
Okay.
Bristol. It's Bristol, baby.
You going, Mac?
No.
Okay. Are you going the second time around?
When you go to a place and something incredible happens, you kind of hesitate to go back because you've got that memory. And I was there when Earnhardt rattled Labonte's cage.
Wow.
I was at that race, and I have been back since then, but golly, man, nothing is ever going to compare with that night.
So where are you going this year? Richmond or?
You going to Richmond in August? I'll be there.
I will go to Richmond. I will meet you there.
Awesome.
I'll be glad to. I'm going to Richmond in August, and I will go to the second Martinsville, assuming I don't have a Sunday game.
You know they call that the paperclip, Jarrett?
Yeah.
Yep. I didn't know if you knew that.
I know.
I knew that. Mac, is Bristol, do you need to see some qualifying, or do you want to make a pick or two for Bristol?
Ooh, a pick or two for Bristol. Golly, I want you all to know that my license plate, you all will appreciate this, is has a 45 on it and a 12 on it.
Okay.
Has a Reddick and a Blaney on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's some kind of omen. It's some kind of omen.
Okay.
But golly, yeah, Hamlin is so good there again, and he dominated, didn't get the win. I'll be surprised if Hamlin's not in the running. Elliott is good there too, although not quite as good as these other guys. Reddick, I think, is going to be a threat. Larson and Blaney. If I didn't mention the winner, I'll be surprised. If I didn't mention the winner out before, I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Mac, I meant to ask you this last week, but with all the basketball topics, it's tough to get into NASCAR questions.
Sure.
How does one of, if not the best driver for Penske, have the absolute worst pit crew in NASCAR?
Yeah, it's really weird.
Well, who are we talking
Ryan
about?
Blaney. Ryan Blaney. My bad.
And they put so much money into that, and they test these guys, and they, they're literally tryouts every week for those positions and that kind of thing. And they put a team together that they thought was going to be really good. They have not been, but and it's cost him a couple races already.
That was going to be my question. Are you talking about one big gaffe, or is this a series of events?
They do rankings, and their pit crew is ranked 37 of, I believe, 38 drivers.
Wow.
Last of the teams that have run every week, yes.
Yeah.
Which is just unheard of.
Mac, any more NASCAR?
No.
I got to cut. Are you you're not much of a golfer, are you?
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, you are? Okay. We don't talk about that a lot.
I've been to the Masters 20 times.
That ain't true.
I have played Augusta National.
Have you really?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I don't
It
doubt
seems
you.
like he's joking.
When you say I've been there 20 times, that sounds like a joke, but
no, I have been to the Masters 20 times.
I would think with your time at like Auburn or something, you might have had an in with the.
We had the in actually. Well, at Auburn, we had a manager whose dad was a member. That's how I got to play. But Coca-Cola is huge in Augusta, Georgia, and the first bottling plant in the world was in Chattanooga. So they had Thursday. They had all the tickets. They had the jets. They had everything.
Man.
They would pick us up in Chattanooga, take us there, and I continued to ride that perk, if you will, even once I got to VCU, and only recently did I kind of fall enough out of favor not to go. So,
well, that's awesome, man. I know Mac hates the Masters is overrated take then. Because
yes, I do.
Yeah.
There's nothing overrated about the Masters.
Do you have a pick for that? Do you watch golf?
Of course I watch golf. What are we doing? Golf and tennis. I love golf and tennis. It's just the pro team sports I hate.
All right. Well, give me a pick then.
I don't know how to say his name, but Oberg.
Okay. Been hearing that name a lot. Who?
He's playing really, really well.
Was it Danny Beal?
Yeah, Danny Beal.
Danny Beal was talking about him last week, I believe. He said if I could get something where he's leading going into the final day, bet on that. He's worried about him on the final day. That was Danny's take.
That's not a bad take. He's had a couple of issues, but he's playing better than anybody in the world right this minute.
All right. Great chat today.
Yeah.
With Coach Mack McCarthy. We appreciate you, Mac. Did we cover everything? I'll take that as a yes.
I thought you were asking Jared.
Oh. Did we cover everything on your end, Coach Mack?
We absolutely did. Tell Sam Henry I said hello.
Will do, sir. Thank you, Mac. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Mac's always a great way to start the week. Hour one Monday show. Kind of cover everything. Some things we didn't cover involving ECU athletics, baseball, and football. We'll hit on those coming up in today's program. Also, Jeff Nadu, Brandon Golden, all that and a whole lot more on the way. Cass said Mac jokes so much I can't tell if he's being serious or not. I've been to the Masters 20 times. Sounds like somebody.
It sounds like elementary school. My dad is Tiger Woods.
Well, did he give you a ride, or hopefully you were driving him? We'll be back with you after this timeout.
Pirate Fest is back, presented by the City of Greenville and the Downtown Greenville Partnership. Come experience all the family fun Saturday, April 25th in downtown Greenville on 1st Street. It's all happening 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. with a variety of food, drinks, and unique vendors. Plus, of course, pirates. And you can enjoy awesome music from September, the top Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute band in the country, and Spare Change. And as always, our entertainment is free. It's legendary. It's award-winning. It's Pirate Fest. April 25th, downtown Greenville.
Hey Pirate fans, did you know there are thousands of special needs children and adults right here in our community that loves ECU athletics as much as you do? Robbie's Clubhouse is a local nonprofit organization that can turn your unused ECU tickets into a fun day for a family with special needs. If you can't make it to the next Pirate game, simply call 1-800-DIAL-ECU and donate and designate your tickets for Robbie's Clubhouse. Go Pirates!
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar Medi-Spa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Warm up from the winter with hot manufacturer rebates and store discounts. Buy any new Winchester Super X pump, Wildcat, Expert, or XPR, get $25 back. Getting ready for turkey season? Buy any new Winchester Super X pump, shotgun, get $50 back. Or bring in the heat with a Savage $100 rebate on a Savage Renegade shotgun. Don't forget 50% off Nomad turkey gear. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Close your eyes and picture this. Sizzling fajitas hitting the table, fresh seafood bursting with flavor, and a handcrafted margarita waiting in your hand. That's the experience waiting for you at La Tavara Mexican Kitchen and Seafood on 10th Street in Greenville. From brunch with friends to a quick lunch break, La Tavara brings the taste of the coast and the heart of Mexico together in every bite. So when you're hungry for something fresh and unforgettable, make it La Tavara Mexican Kitchen and Seafood, 10th Street in Greenville, or online at latavara.restaurant.com.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get
Which one?
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208-516.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where all the locals go for Mexican food and fun. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the Gulf of Mexico every Tuesday, which is a huge 38-ounce lime margarita. On Wednesdays, you can enjoy Mexican imports for $3.49, and on Thursdays, it's half-price house margaritas. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday, live inside the First Flight Credit Union Studios. So we got the new wall up behind us, and thanks to Frank Etheridge and the crew at First Flight for their sponsorship of the studio. A ton of football to talk about. We'll hear from Jordan Davis, Jordan Hankins coming up in hour number 3 of today's show. We'll talk a little Pirate baseball. We can get Zach to the mic as well. Good Thursday, Friday, Saturday of baseball. Thursday and Saturday were somewhat laughers, I guess. Especially Saturday. So I was told Jared I'd cover one just to give Jared a break because he is a busy man, and I was going to go cover post game, and they scored how many in the first inning?
11.
So I was like, well, I guess I better get moving because the post game could be starting shortly.
I text Zach mid-second inning because I had plans later in the day, and I was like, go ahead and tell Clip to head that way. And he's like, he's already on the way.
Yeah, had to get over there. But Friday, I wish I was there because watching the videos, following along, it looked like a mini regional atmosphere because you had a good comeback. You had some drama.
Scuffle in the stands.
Yeah, I heard about that as well.
Mm-hmm. Funny.
The H word was used, I heard. Oh, well, the W word shortened to the H word about a female was used. So, a lot going on.
I missed that.
Yeah. Who are these stars of the weekend in your eyes, Zach?
Well, Grady Linehan got the American Conference Player of the Week, and I think you could have picked literally any batter in our lineup for that, and they would have qualified. But he gets the nod from the conference. But Davin Whitaker is right there with him.
Davin Whitaker.
Yeah.
A name you got to bring up, Walker Barron.
Walker.
Had not hit a home run inside Clark LeClaire Stadium until Thursday, and then did it again Friday. Yep. I was mad Thursday night. I'm like, why was Walker Barron not requested? And then he came out there Friday. He's like, well, you want to talk to me? Bang, there you go. Another one.
4 games last week, 53 runs.
A lot of runs
for the Pirates.
A lot.
And I believe Cliff Godwin even said it over the weekend where it's like, we've had games where we come out here and put up double-digit runs and then just get blanked the next day. And so to see them carry it from Tuesday into the weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, really makes you feel good. I mean, last Monday I said at large, out of the cards. Wrong. I was wrong. Got to stop being a prisoner of the moment.
Wrong. We'll have to look at our Brandon Manning path to hosting and see if that's still a possibility at large. Certainly their RPI now was 29.
I've seen 8 different numbers.
That is true.
But it's pretty good, I'd say.
They're all good. I am reading here from the ECUPirates.com website that Grady Linehan is our first Player of the Week, American Conference Player of the Week, since 2024 in May when it was JC. getting the honor.
Well, Ethan Norby probably would have got it last year if Blake Gillespie had not thrown a no-hitter.
Yeah.
Still mad about that.
They also have a pitcher of the week separately.
Oh, okay.
So this is our first field player.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to find. I thought Zach had a big. This is intern Zach. These are the games that really get you hooked on ECU baseball. The crowd, the comeback, everything is magic.
Magical day.
It was. It was.
There was a tear rolling down your cheek as you tweeted. I mean, that's a tweet right there.
It got good traction.
I had a tweet, locked and loaded, middle of the game Saturday, and I was like, you know what? Let me not jinx this, but the 49ers are a disgrace to the great city of Charlotte, North Carolina. Ni hao. Ni hao.
Charlotte, ni hao. Out of our league.
I thought there was a baseball. Oh, Kenny says Pirate Radio Zach was holding down the fort at baseball this past series.
Absolutely.
Saw Kenny out there on Saturday.
I did.
Yeah, appreciate you, Zach.
No problem.
Kenny, a Dallas fan, told me he had some Commanders paraphernalia for me that he got at a game. Yeah. And Kenny, you need to come down and get your Cuccinella's card, as does all of our other winners, because I think you got to the
April
end of the
10th,
week.
yeah.
You got to the end of the week to come pick up your Cuccinella's free lunch if you were in our March Madness contest. So come down, Kenny, get that, and give me some cool Commander stuff. Terry says it reminded him of the Charlotte ECU regional. It was fun. A lot of fun. All right, we'll talk more about that in a moment, but right now we'll hear from Brandon Golden and talk some baseball and more with BG, who I had a chance to talk to earlier today. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, Brandon Golden. BG, how you doing, man?
I'm good, my man. How you doing?
Hey, we're doing good. Mixing in some football and hoops with the baseball, and a great baseball weekend for East Carolina. Good week overall. Needed 4-0, got 4-0, and got it in a pretty big way against Charlotte. We saw 2 10-run rules and then a nice comeback victory on Friday night that, I don't know, had a bit of a mini regional atmosphere from watching it. And Cliff talked about how loud it was and folks there. So that was good to see too, Brandon. The fans rallied behind this team. And, again, 4-0 week, no complaints here.
Yeah, no doubt. It was awesome to watch. Super special just to see them kind of, settle in and do what everybody's been waiting for them to do. So hopefully some of the fans can just take a deep breath and understand that we're in a great spot.
I asked Cliff on Saturday after the win what the discussion is like between himself, Austin Knight, and Joseph Webb when there's a marathon inning going on. Hey, a pitcher's best friend is a 6-8, 10-run inning, certainly, but that is a long time to wait in between going out there. So maybe I should include the trainers in that question as well. Cliff's answer was, at that point, he wanted to make it a 7-inning game. So they were going to just stick with Webb, try to ride it out with him, and he did a good job. Was able to keep the batters at bay. But what's that like for a pitcher, Brandon? And what are the reasons we see guys taken out in that situation sometimes?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think it kind of depends on the player themselves to depending on like what you do and how you do it. Guys that you have a really close relationship with, the guys that really kind of lean towards you on what you think they should be doing. You'll give them, hey man, stand up, walk around a little bit.
Right.
There's certain guys that just want to be left alone. Like Max Scherzer's a great example. Like doesn't want to be talked to, doesn't want to be touched. Like you just let Max do whatever the hell he needs to do, and the other guys, you can kind of have a conversation. Hey, stand up, move your arms around a little bit, and maybe do some low trap raises and get the body ready to go. To answer your question, why do guys get pulled out? Sometimes it's a matchup thing. Sometimes it's they've been sitting too long. Sometimes it's, hey, you want to save them for maybe coming on the back end of a Tuesday game or whatever the case may be. It's just sometimes an opportunity to bring in another arm who hasn't necessarily experienced that environment. So it's such a multifactorial event there.
From the sitting too long aspect of it, what is it? Just a guy that can't stay warm for 45 minutes in a dugout because they don't?
Yeah,
it's not like they get to run down to the bullpen or anything.
Right. I think more or less that's more like maybe on like the previous injury side of things, or like a risk if somebody's like more higher risk of maybe a flexor strain or they've come off a recent injury. you don't want them sitting too long and then kind of
Yeah.
going back out there. So, I mean, normally that's about the only time you would see that is if there was previous injury and they're coming back from something, and or if their pitch count's too high anyways, and maybe they got 15 pitches and you're like, well, there's really no need to run them out there and kind of see what happens here. Let's just go to a new arm.
Our chats, Brandon, are a great example of how long the baseball season is. Last week, we're talking about a team that got walked off twice, and like, how do you respond to this? Now we're talking about a team that won 4 in a row and did a good job in those games of looking like they belong and looking like a potential top 25 team. RPI now in the low 30s, I believe, coming off that sweep. So things really looking up for Pirate baseball right now. But and another question to ask Cliff, because Coach O said, hey, the team did a good job of just picking up where they left off Friday night. I said, is it a continuation or is it a whole new day? Cliff said, it's a whole new day. With baseball, a new pitcher, new circumstances. So it's really tough to kind of prognosticate what this thing's going to look like because it's so volatile when it comes to results.
1,000,000%, man. You got to wake up and just be the best version of yourself every day and do what you can and go out there and give yourself the best chance to win.
Well, one thing that has been consistent is your guy Chase Burns. Since we last talked, he's had 2 good outings, and I think gave up 1 run yesterday, but 5 or 6 strong innings. And you give up 1 run in the start, you're going to be looking good. I know you work pretty closely with him, Brandon. Is 5 innings now? Could that extend to 6 and then 7 and then potentially 8, or is that kind of where they want to keep him throughout the year?
Yeah, I mean, I think it could. I think it all depends. Obviously, there's never a crystal ball there. I think anytime, especially nowadays, if you can get 5, 6 innings in the big leagues, you got a real chance to win the baseball game and let the guys who get paid a lot of money as well to come in on the back end and shut it down for you. So, yeah, I mean, he's throwing the crap out of the ball. He's doing things at a really high level with his development and just preparing his body to throw, and it really showed up yesterday. It was special to watch.
Last week, I was looking at the Guardians Reddit page during Gavin Williams' start, and they were saying, man, do not take him out. I don't care what inning it is, how many pitches he's throwing. Yeah. We don't want to go to that bullpen. Let Gavin keep shoving against these Dodgers. How about that performance? He goes 7. The fans wanted him to go longer, but they ended up getting the win. Guardians scored enough runs for him. I think they put up 4, and that was enough that night because Gavin looked awesome.
Yeah, Gavin was absolutely unbelievable. Just watching the ball. I mean, people were texting me in the Dodgers organization and former people in the organization. They were like, "Dude, your boy looks like he's throwing BBs right now," and he was just. He was throwing the crap out of the ball and putting it where he wanted to, and just striking out some of the best hitters in the big leagues.
I think you might have hit it there, putting it where he wanted to. But when Burns or Gavin is on doing what they need to do, because we're talking about the best hitters in the world, Brandon, why are they unhittable? What makes their lights out performances lights out?
Yeah, it's their stuff. I mean, both of those guys have elite stuff as well. So like just the metrics that are on those pitches, the way the ball moves, the way it looks like it's coming out of the same slot. A guy can't tell if it's a wipeout slider or a 100-mile-an-hour heater from both of them. So it makes it really challenging. And then they both can throw a changeup that moves towards the arm side, and then they both have a 12-6 curveball. So it can be really tough when you're gearing up for 100 miles an hour and it's a 90-mile-an-hour changeup, foot off the plate or vice versa. So just keeping the hitters off balance and just understanding, there's so many metrics in the game, but especially at the big league level, they know what pitch not to throw certain guys. And if you watch the game, you saw it when Burns threw that pitch to Peterson. Like he threw a pitch, and as soon as the ball touched the bat, he jumped up and down twice. Like he knew it was gone off the bat. And that's just one of those where you want that pitch back. But again, to your point, like he pitched his ass off, and he got the team. He gave the team a chance to win, and it's pretty special. So I mean, I really think it's just their ability to manipulate the baseball and have it go where they want it to go. And it's just above or below the swing speed and above or below the barrel. Makes it tough to hit.
It's amazing talking to these guys, Brandon, and asking them how many of their home runs allowed have been mistakes on their part versus good pitches that were hit out. And like we'll talk to Josh Groves later this week, and he went down like the home runs he allowed one particular ECU season and was like, my fault, mistake. And then every now and then you'll have a tip your cap guy hits one out of a Vladimir Guerrero senior home run where he hits one out of the strike zone or whatever. But man, it's crazy to hear that the ones they like, the Chase Burns, he knew, like, yep, that's me.
Yep, he knew that thing was touched. We all knew. But it's one of those things, like, I'm watching on TV, I was like, yep, he got it. And it is like, yeah, I mean, the hitters get paid to hit too. It's really hard to hit a round ball with a round bat the way it's moving, like we just talked about. But I mean, those guys oftentimes are looking for a ball in one spot, one pitch, in a certain quadrant of the zone, and if they get it, they're not going to miss it. They're again, to your point, they're the best hitters in the world, so you have to get them out. They're not going to get themselves out.
On that note, talked to Coach O last week, asked him what makes, when Norby's cooking, what makes him effective. And he said pitching from ahead. And, hey, that's easy to say. Hey, let's go up there, throw a strike, get up 0-1. But the batter's waiting for that strike. So that I guess that becomes part of the mind games too, keeping them off balance and everything, because in a perfect world, you want to go up there, groove a fastball, be up 0-1, but that can hurt you a lot of times.
No doubt. And I think that's one of the cool things to watch too, especially at the major league level, like what guys are doing. Some guys are flipping in curveballs or sliders or changeups, or, they're cross counting, and what should be a traditional fastball count, you're getting one of the best breaking balls in the big leagues. And, and Ethan can do that really well too. He can spin the baseball, so he can flip his slider in there and then throw a fastball up and in. And next thing you know, it's 0-2 and guys don't have any idea what's coming. And then it makes it really challenging. I listened to Nick Kurtz talk about this offseason. He's like, I'm a really good hitter. And obviously he was, I think, the player of the year, the rookie of the year, whatever the accolade is that he got. But he talked about, he's like, I'm a pretty darn good hitter. He's like, but if I can start eliminating pitches that the pitcher has, so if I can take away their heater, if I can take away their slider, or I can take away, whatever else is, he's like, it just makes me a way more balanced hitter that can really do damage. So I think that's when, to your point, when you can get ahead, like, hitters can't take away pitches. They can't take pitches from you, and they have to respect everything in the arsenal, and it makes it even more challenging to hit.
Brandon Golden joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Brandon, hey, out of 22 participants, you and I are top 4. That sounds pretty good, right? But I'm bummed. I'm bummed that I'm tied for third with you in our March Madness pool. We will not be winning. It'll be either Jennings Hall or Brody Alexander. And now all my teams are done. I had Arizona winning it all. They were the final one to drop out. So, hey, we did pretty good, but pretty good's not good enough sometimes.
We gave it a run.
How about Hurley, man? I mean, this is not his best team by far, but here's UConn again in the championship.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about it all the time with people. It's like, the team normally takes on the persona of their head coach, and I think that's why we've been, successful there on the baseball side. Like, when we get off the bus, it's us against the world. That's the way I've always felt with it. And, you can tell when CG gets off the bus, or whenever we go somewhere from CG to JP to Austin to all the boys, like we're ready to roll. So, I mean, it looks the same thing for UConn. They look well coached. They look prepared. They get coached hard, but they seem to handle it really well and go get after the game.
National championship tonight. You can hear it on Pirate Radio. Tuesday, Pirates have another date with Duke, and we're looking to get back at them after what happened midweek a couple of weeks ago. That I guess expect more offense, though, right, Brandon? That was a high-scoring game. You think we'll see more runs second time around?
Yeah, I would think so. Duke's one of the schools that I consult with. I mean, I know they're going to be ready to play. I think they probably felt like they got away with one, in Durham with being able to walk the guys off. But yeah, I mean, it should be a pretty fun one. Two teams that seem like they're clicking pretty well. I believe Duke won the series against Louisville. I'm not sure if they swept or not, but I think they won 2 of those. So yeah, I mean, you got 2 teams playing well. It should be a fun one to watch.
And Brandon, remind us again, because we're throwing in a little football. Was out at spring ball interviews today with the coordinators.
Yeah.
When are you meeting with the Vikings organization?
I was up there this past Friday, so that was really, really cool. Got to go up there and present on how I teach people to throw, more so from the movement side of things. So make sure everybody doesn't think Brandon Golden's not a throwing coach. All of a sudden, I'm not a quarterback coach. That's not what I'm doing. But what I am doing is I'm teaching people how to get into different positions. I met with the strength staff there, all day Friday, and showed them a lot of just how I train players and how I get them into certain positions. And it couldn't have been more fun, man. It was exhilarating. I'll be at A&T spring practice tomorrow morning to do the same thing. We worked with their quarterback, so we'll check that out and see how they're doing. And yeah, man, I'll continue to consult with the Vikings, I believe, for the next couple months and potentially throughout the season. So that should be pretty cool to kind of see how that goes.
And Brandon, the Pirate Radio 3-point contest video has been dropped. I don't need a shooting coach. I've got the form. I do need a treadmill or something. Because the fact that I had like 7 points on the first 2 racks and then 0 the rest of the way tells me I might have a stamina issue. So maybe you can help me with there.
Apart, huh? Gotcha. Yeah, we can get you going.
Maybe stamina and mental coach might help
there
me
we
out.
Go.
But
there
have you ever done?
Hey, Blake Hardegree is our mental coach.
Okay, I could. Yeah, I need to talk to Blake. Have you done anything in the basketball world at all?
When I coached in college athletics, yeah, I worked with basketball everywhere I've been. Worked with the Pirates there for a little bit when they were in between strength coaches for 2 to 3 weeks. I want to say that was in maybe 2019. But yeah, worked basketball everywhere. St. John's was a really cool place to work with basketball.
Oh, well.
Played in the Garden. We got our championship rings when we played Syracuse in basketball one year with the baseball team. So yeah, Madison Square Garden was a pretty cool place to be able to.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. And I don't know. This is probably a whole podcast discussion here, but the differences between sports and what you're teaching, strength and training wise. Let's just go similarities for this chat though. How similar is it from basketball, baseball to football, or is it completely different?
Yeah, I mean, from the generality of it, it's pretty similar. You know, like the joint movements, the internal rotation, the external rotation, the stability of the ankle, all that stuff. I think the way, like, what you need to look at as a performance coach is like, what is it that athlete's trying to do? Are they a post player who's, Wemby, for example,
right,
super tall, super skinny, but needs to be on the court all the time? Like in those situations, it's like, all right, well, the court's super hard, so probably need to have them off their feet for some of their conditioning. It's just understanding what you're trying to do, and then the execution of it is pretty simple. So the art of it all, though, is like being able to have that relationship with the head coach and have them feel like you're one of their guys, so to speak. And, you're a baseball guy or you're a basketball guy, and you really understand what it is that they're trying to put their team through, so they feel like you have their back. But yeah, I mean, a lot of it's general movement, being able to prepare them for what happens next, meaning like practice, scrimmages, the games, and then just really understanding where can you make a difference in the skill aspect of it as well.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I enjoy. I think one thing that probably is the reason you've been so successful, the personalization of it, and knowing each athlete and what they're trying to do. I enjoy that part of it. Well, Brandon, good stuff, man. You got. You said you'll be going to what, A&T tomorrow? A little football. Anything else on your docket?
Nope, just be at A&T tomorrow and then be around here the rest of the week, getting stuff rolling. We got a meeting over at the golf course on Wednesday, getting ready for our Ghost Lab golf tournament in November, so it'll be cool.
Glad you brought that up. Any Masters pick for me? You'll be following that this week.
I am. I'm not ready to give a pick yet. I'll have to text you here in a little bit.
All right, text me that.
I need to take a look, but I'll text you here in a little while.
So Ryder Giles a few years ago gave me a pick. I want to say it was DJ in a major, but anyway, it won.
Probably.
So he's been my golf guy ever since. We're gonna have him on this week to talk a little Elon baseball and golf.
Yeah, his answer will be way better than mine. He's locked in on that more than I am.
All right. Well, I still want yours though, Brandon. Thanks for joining us, man. Have a good week.
Thanks, buddy. Later, Clip.
All right. The pick is in, and nothing exciting. Scotty Scheffler.
Scotty.
Which could be the best bet in sports.
Everybody's going to give you all these different names, and that's the one that's going to hit.
Yeah, probably so. I am, if there's one guy I've bet on the most throughout the years, it's been Colin Morikawa, who I saw earlier today has done pretty well at the Masters, but, could be his year. Jared, you're a golf guy.
Yeah.
I
don't watch a lot, but yeah. I'll take Justin Rose since he's on the TV.
Okay, good pick. Let's take a break. We'll come back. More to go. Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. We'll see if anything happened on this day in sports history. Presented by Ron Ayers Motorsports. When we return, a lot of football talk coming up in hour number 3. Plus, we still got Jeff Nadu. More to go. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey, Hey Birdland, hit the yard on Saturday, April 11th when the O's take on the San Francisco Giants. 15,000 fans will take home a special Jackson Holiday bobblehead.
Jackson Holiday, that ball is gone.
Featuring his dog Coconut. Don't miss it. A rising star, his four-legged best friend, one must-have collectible.
Being able to come back to him after the games, he's the best.
Get your tickets at Orioles.com/tickets.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Oh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote. Or you can email us at info@sciteks.com.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Get ready, because Honda has equipped the 2026 CB750 Hornet with the E-Clutch, delivering stall-free starts in traffic and full-power quick shifts up and down when you want to wake it up. A torquey 755cc parallel twin delivers arm-stretching acceleration with Street Fighter style built to stand out. Visit Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville, and experience the 2026 Honda CB750 Hornet E-Clutch. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and night protection. Honda motorcycles are for riders 16 years and older.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Slow computers, constant crashes, long wait times for IT support, and worries about cybersecurity. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
When it comes to building or remodeling your home, every detail matters. Hi, this is Kathy Herring with KDL Construction, and we believe great design begins with careful planning and ends with flawless execution. With open communication and a true partnership mindset, we guide you through every step, turning your vision into reality. Our goal, to deliver more than a building project. We create an experience that is seamless, stress-free, and inspiring. Visit KDLConstructionLLC.com to start your transformation today. KDL Construction, your vision, our craft.
Hi, this is Morgan Ehlers, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Hey, Pirate Nation, don't miss a second of the action. Download the free Pirate Radio app today and take us with you wherever you go. You can listen to all your favorite shows, or you can catch up anytime with archived content like our interviews last week with Dr. Gary Overton or Anthony Atkinson. We've got them all up there. It's everything you love about Pirate Radio right in your pocket. Just search Pirate Radio in your app store and download it now. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, NCAA basketball championship going on tonight. We got ECU football audio to get to, Pirate baseball coming off a great week, another big week ahead. They're all big weeks at this point in the season. Hornets playoffs on the horizon, Hurricanes playoffs on the horizon. So you know what we need to talk? We need to talk NFL. I've impromptu 2026 pre-season, off-season quarterback rankings. Nick, you will be a part of this because we need 3 people so we can have a tiebreaker. I'm just going to list teams in order of the standings here, and I will name the quarterback, and we will put them in our ranking system. And the first team is the New England Patriots. So as of right now, Drake May is number 1 on our list. Next quarterback would be Josh Allen. Will we put him ahead of Drake May? I say yes.
Yeah.
All right. So right now we have Allen in first, Drake May second. Miami Dolphins. We have
Malik Willis.
I'm going to put him third on this list for now.
Hey, for this moment right now, Dolphins fans can say Malik Willis is a top 3 quarterback in the NFL.
Correct. And they might can say it after this. We are New York Jets, Geno Smith. Geno or Malik Willis? Who would you rather have?
Malik Willis. You can go ahead and put Geno 32nd.
I think I would rather have Geno.
Malik Willis.
I think there's higher upside with Malik.
Well, he's younger, so
that's why I said that.
All right. So right now, as we've completed the AFC East, Allen, May, Willis, Smith. We get to Steelers. Aaron Rodgers. I'll put him third.
Yeah.
Any Aaron Rodgers or Malik Willis?
Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers or Drake May?
Drake May.
Okay. Yep. We're putting Aaron Rodgers third on our list ahead of Willis and Geno. Lamar Jackson. Let's go Lamar Jackson or Drake May, Nick.
Lamar.
Lamar Jackson or Drake May?
Lamar.
All right. I agree. Lamar Allen or Josh Allen? Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen?
Lamar Jackson.
Ooh, Lamar or
Josh Allen.
I'm going to go Josh as well. So Lamar Jackson. Sorry, I'm doing 2 things at once here. Goes to number 2 on the list. Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow or Drake May?
It's tough. I think I'll go Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow or Drake May?
Joe Burrow.
Me too. Burrow or Jackson?
Jackson.
All right, so Joe Burrow goes to number 3 on our list. We get to the Browns. Shadur. Who is the quarterback of the Browns?
Right now it's Shadur.
Shadur or
Deshaun Watson, maybe? Do we want
Shadur or Malik Willis?
Malik Willis.
Shadur or Geno?
I'm going to go Shadur.
Wow. All right.
You go first. I want to
Geno.
This sucks to say. It hurts to say. Geno Smith.
Okay. So Shadur. I don't know how to spell his name.
Sanders. Sanders.
That's why you're the funny man. All right. We get to Trevor Lawrence. This will be interesting. Trevor Lawrence or Aaron Rodgers?
Trevor Lawrence.
Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence or Drake May?
Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, I was going to go Drake May.
Well, you could. What do you mean you were going to?
I am going to go Drake May.
Thank
Sorry.
you, Nick.
This guy. Stand your ground.
Okay.
So it comes down to me. I'm going Drake May.
Wow. Really?
Yep. Trevor Lawrence moving down to 5th right now on our list. All right, we go to
Davis Mills.
CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud or Aaron Rodgers?
I'll go Stroud. I'm a Stroud guy. I'll go Stroud. I'm a Stroud boy.
CJ Stroud or Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence.
Okay. So we have found CJ Stroud's position in our rankings. We go to Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones or CJ Stroud, Nick?
CJ Stroud.
This is tough.
Stroud.
Okay. Daniel Jones or Aaron Rodgers?
Rodgers.
Ooh, I was going to go Jones there. Daniel Jones or Malik Willis?
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
All right, we have found Daniel Jones' spot. We go to the Titans. Cam Ward or Daniel Jones?
Cam Ward.
Cam Ward.
Ooh, Cam Ward or Aaron Rodgers?
Cam Ward.
Cam Ward.
Wow, Cam Ward or C.J. Stroud?
C.J. Stroud.
C.J. Stroud.
All right.
Big fan of Cam.
Okay, Cam Ward getting some love. Bo Nix or Cam Ward?
Bo Nix.
Bo.
Bo Nix or C.J. Stroud?
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix or Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, yeah.
All right.
I can only go but so far with this Bo Nix thing.
Justin Herbert or C.J. Stroud?
Y'all are going to hate me and laugh, but this is a stance I'm going to take. C.J. Stroud.
I'll go Herbert.
Herbert.
All right. Bo Nix or Herbert? You're
Nix.
going Bo Nix. I'll go Herbert.
Herbert.
Bo Nix or Trevor Lawrence?
Justin Herbert or Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence or Justin Herbert?
Trevor Lawrence.
I like Justin Herbert a lot.
Trevor Lawrence or... You know what? I'm totally out on Lawrence. Give me Justin Herbert. Herbert or May?
Drake May.
Drake May.
All right. We have found our place for Justin Herbert. This is why we do 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson?
Lamar Jackson. No, Mahomes.
Lamar.
I'm still going Mahomes. Mahomes or Josh Allen?
Y'all go first.
I'm going Josh Allen.
This is AB for
Yeah,
me.
Josh Allen.
So yeah, it doesn't matter. I was going to go Mahomes, but
all right.
Now
it was weird getting him so low in the standings. I'm going to go ahead and call Mendoza to the Raiders.
Hot take.
Mendoza or Shadur?
Mendoza.
Mendoza or Gino?
Mendoza.
I don't need to answer these.
Mendoza.
You can go ahead.
Mendoza or Malik Willis?
Mendoza.
The hesitation's insane. Mendoza.
Mendoza or Daniel Jones?
Mendoza.
Whoa. Mendoza or Aaron Rodgers?
Mendoza.
Are you scared of Jarrett?
No.
All right. Mendoza or Cam Ward?
Mendoza.
Cam Ward.
I can't put I'm sorry, a guy that's never played that. I'm sorry. I'm going to go Cam Ward over Mendoza. But a good little run there from a guy that's never put on an NFL jersey. And I really don't love Cam Ward that much, but I just need to see something before I move him all the way up.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts or Bo Nix?
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
Jalen Hurts or C.J. Stroud?
Jalen Hurts.
I'm going C.J. Stroud.
I'm going Jalen Hurts. C.J. Stroud needs to show me something this year.
Yeah.
All right. Dak Prescott or C.J. Stroud?
Dak.
Dak or Jalen Hurts?
Dak.
Dak or Bo Nix?
Dak.
Bo Nix.
Oh, Dak or Bo Nix? I'm going Dak. Dak or Trevor Lawrence?
Dak.
Oh, Trevor Lawrence.
Dak. Dak or Justin Herbert?
Dak.
Herbert.
But I like Dak more than others, and so does Nick apparently. So Dak right now moves into 7th on our quarterback rankings. Jaden Daniels or C.J. Stroud?
Jaden Daniels, I guess.
Jaden Daniels or Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts.
I like Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels or Bo Nix?
Bo Nix.
Okay.
It's just tough after the last year.
Yeah.
All right. We get to
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart or Daniel Jones?
Golly.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, Daniel Jones.
Jackson Dart or Malik Willis?
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart.
Okay. That's a good spot for him here. All right.
Move to Caleb Williams now.
Oh, dear. Caleb Williams or Cam Ward?
Caleb Williams.
Yeah, Caleb.
Caleb or C.J. Stroud?
Caleb Williams.
Caleb or Jalen Hurts?
Caleb.
I'll go Caleb. Caleb or Jaden Daniels?
Caleb.
Caleb or Bo Nix?
Caleb.
Bo Nix.
I'll go Caleb. Caleb or Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence.
Caleb.
I'm going to go Lawrence.
There we go.
So here's where Caleb Williams gets slotted in.
Jordan Love next up.
Oh, dear.
Lord.
Jordan Love or Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts.
Jordan Love.
I'll go Love. Love or Daniels?
Daniels.
Daniels.
All right. So that'll put Jordan Love right here.
Not a big fan of Jordan Love.
That game against Carolina threw me off big time.
The Michigan
Kyler
QB?
Murray.
Is it Kyler Murray?
It's not J.J. McCarthy?
I'd say Kyler Murray.
It probably is Kyler Murray because J.J. McCarthy is awful, but...
Kyler Murray or Fernando Mendoza?
Mendoza.
Kyler Murray or Cam Ward?
Cam Ward.
I would say Mendoza.
Yeah, I also said Mendoza, so...
No, you put Kyler Murray.
Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way. Sorry. Kyler Murray or Aaron Rodgers? That's my fault.
Aaron Rodgers.
Kyler Murray.
I'll go Murray here. So that's where we put him?
Yep, and then Jared Goff.
Oh, wow. We got a lot of, pretty good... I don't know. Let's see if I can find where to slot him originally. Goff or Hurts?
Goff.
Goff or Love?
Goff.
Goff or Jane Daniels?
Goff.
Goff or Bo Nix?
Goff.
Caleb Williams or Goff?
Caleb Williams.
Give me Goff. Trevor Lawrence or Goff?
Goff.
I mean, Trevor Lawrence.
All right, I'll go Lawrence. Jared Goff slots in here. I will.
Bryce Young. Where's he go?
Bryce Young or Aaron Rodgers?
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young or Kyler Murray?
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young or Fernando Mendoza?
Bryce Young.
Yeah, Bryce.
Bryce Young or Cam Ward?
Bryce Young.
Cam Ward.
I'll go Cam Ward.
There we go. Baker. Bake Show.
Baker or Fernando Mendoza?
Baker.
Baker or Bryce Young?
Baker.
Baker or Cam?
Baker.
Baker or Stroud?
Baker.
Baker or Hurts?
Hurts.
Baker.
I'll go Baker. Baker or Jordan Love?
Baker.
Baker or Jane Daniels?
Baker.
Yeah, Baker.
Baker or Bo Nix?
Bo Nix.
All right. There's our spot for Baker Mayfield.
I don't even know where to go with this one. Who's going to be healthy to start week 1 for the Falcons?
We'll call Penix, I guess.
Sure.
Penix. Well, who else do they have?
Tua.
Oh, that's right.
The two lefties.
But Penix is if they're both healthy, who starts?
I guess Penix.
Yeah.
Penix or Jackson Dart?
Jackson Dart.
Whoa. Penix or Willis?
Malik Willis.
Yeah, Willis.
Penix or Gino?
Penix.
All right, there's Penix spot.
Up next, Tyler Shuck.
Shuck or Malik Willis?
Malik Willis.
Shuck.
I'll go Shuck.
I like Tyler Shuck, man.
Shuck or Dart?
Shuck.
Dart.
I'll go Dart for now.
They're the exact same to me.
All right.
Darnold.
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield?
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold or Bo Nix?
Bo Nix.
Ooh. Sam.
I'll go Darnold. Darnold or Caleb Williams?
Caleb Williams.
Sam Darnold.
I'll go Darnold. Darnold or Goff?
Darnold.
Yeah, Darnold.
Darnold or Lawrence?
Darnold.
Darnold.
Darnold or Dak?
Dak.
Darnold.
Dak. Darnold. I'll go Darnold. Darnold or Herbert?
Sam Darnold.
Herbert.
I'll go Herbert. Sam
That's why this list is great.
Darnold. I like doing it this way, though.
Yeah, no, it's fun because I have Bo Nix over Sam Darnold, but Sam Darnold over everybody else above.
That yeah. Matt Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is number 1. So
Stafford or Herbert?
Stafford.
Stafford or May?
Stafford.
Stafford or Burrow?
Stafford.
Stafford or Lamar?
Stafford.
I'll go Lamar.
Stafford's first.
Yeah.
Mahomes or Stafford?
Stafford.
Josh Allen or Stafford?
Stafford.
So Matthew Stafford is number one.
Yes.
For y'all.
That's a pure QB right there.
Matthew Stafford.
And we go Brock Purdy.
Oh, dear. Where do I start with him? Purdy or Goff?
Goff.
Purdy or Caleb Williams?
Caleb Williams.
Caleb, yeah.
Purdy or Bo Nix?
Bo Nix.
Purdy or Baker?
Purdy.
I'll go Baker. So that means
Daniels.
Purdy or Jaden Daniels?
Purdy.
I'm going Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. Purdy or Jordan Love?
Purdy.
Purdy.
All right, there he is.
And then Jacoby Brissett or Gardner Minshew, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be Jacoby Brissett.
Brissett or Willis?
Brissett.
I'll go Brissett. All right, we have our rankings.
Shadur holding up the rear.
So our top five for show: Stafford, Allen, Mahomes, Jackson, Burrow, in that order. 6 through 10: May, Herbert, Darnold, Prescott, Lawrence. In the middle here, we'll go middle 10: Goff, Williams, Nix, Mayfield, Daniels, Purdy, Love, Hurt, Stroud, Ward. Let's go where would you feel? Where's the danger zone to where you're in trouble? Is it right here when we get to Mendoza, Murray, Rodgers?
Yeah.
Like the Murray, Rodgers, Daniel Jones? Daniel Jones was awesome last year.
Yeah, but he's coming off a ruptured Achilles.
Now, a lot of this depends on, too, I guess, who's around you and who you got. But, boy, you guys love some Matthew Stafford.
Reigning MVP.
Unbelievable quarterback.
Best team in the league.
I would have had Allen number one. I am glad we showed respect to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, ton of respect.
After a terrible year, who knows when he plays?
Mhm.
When is he supposed to play?
Look, they've shown videos. We're in early April, but he's wincing as he's dropping back. So I mean, it'll probably be late September, early October.
We kind of
3 or 4 weeks.
We kind of already answered this question, but Nick, McCarthy and Murray suck. Who would you rather have out of this group being your starter? Dart, Shuck. I'm not even going to throw in the old guys. So Shuck,
Willis,
Penix, Shadur.
God. Probably Dart, just because I like his ability to move, and Tyler Shuck is 26 going into his second year.
I want to see more Shuck highlights because I did not watch the Saints at all. I just knew they started doing some things at the end of the year with him.
Yeah, I mean,
being competitive.
I like Kellen Moore as a coach, man.
Competitive, but not combative. All right, so April 7th, this is our list. I will save that, and maybe we'll run it back this early fall and see if we have any changes. Who knows? Maybe there's a new starter in here by the time we get there. We'll take a break, come back, wrap up hour 2. Big hour 3 on tap with football audio and our new Blue Pirate Report and Jeff Nadu. Back with you after this.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This April, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Greenville. Lease it now for $365 a month for 36 months. That's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2026.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites: flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
This is ECU head baseball coach Cliff Godwin, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Drive a little and save a lot at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Plus, they offer service to all makes and models in a state-of-the-art facility. Drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington and online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, one thing I'm excited about coming off these rankings. Jaden Daniels, pretty much smack dab in the middle. That's good. I don't need him in a top 5 list like we had going into last year. I don't need the Commanders being picked to win the division or go to the playoffs. Anytime we have expectations, we suck. So we're in a good spot. So that got me excited. I don't know. Anything else? Jared, if Fernando Mendoza is as good as you and Nick think he can be, to have him ahead of 8 to 10 other quarterbacks is a good sign.
Yeah. A lot of it has to do with situation.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to start right away, just because I think he's better than.
All right, well, let's run it back. Kirk Cousins or just kidding.
I'd still put Kirk Cousins right in that same spot because of the situation, and I think you can expect 6 to 8 wins next year. But with the schedule like we're going to have, man, it's probably going to be 16 to 18.
The McCarthy-Rodgers the Steelers situation intrigues me. That's a big storyline going into this year.
Yeah.
10 wins last year. Tomlin, was it a firing or a split or what was it?
Mutual parting of ways.
I know, but nothing's ever mutual. It's not like at the same time they said, I want to go, you should leave. So somebody had to initiate.
It was Tomlin. I mean, he stepped down.
Okay.
So
it wasn't necessarily
it's not like he lost the locker room because when he told the team, there was people crying, no.
Definitely felt like he was losing some of the Steelers fan base, and I get it. Like, I have said over the years, I would love Tomlin to be the Washington coach, and at the same time, I could see why Steelers fans would want more just because he's been there forever.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the same thing with Andy Reid in Philadelphia, where it's just like, this coach does not deserve to be fired, but I think it's just better for both parties if you go your separate ways and you see what both franchises have done since.
Worked out for them both.
Yeah.
So, real quick movie review with J-Bone, and I'll throw myself in because I watched Crime 101 over the weekend. I'll put it like this: if you haven't seen a lot of good movies, you would enjoy this film.
If you've never seen Heat, this is going to be groundbreaking for you. But
if you've never seen a lot of crime movies, if you're 15 years old and you want to watch a cool movie, you would like this movie. With the big cast that it had, it was a great cast, and I liked most of the characters in it. They were fine. I thought they did okay.
I hated the main character.
Who? Who's the main character?
Chris Hemsworth.
He was boring.
No, it's just like I'm supposed to believe that this guy is some like loner guy who can't get a girl. Like I'm supposed to believe he has no confidence in himself.
The only way he can meet a girl was in the
he's getting prostitutes and he's like I don't want to make eye contact, and it's like I'm supposed to believe that Chris Hemsworth is just some shy loner.
Spoilers ahead. That doesn't matter. This movie kind of stunk. It was okay. It was all right. Did you think at one point the girl was going to be a part of the whole conspiracy?
No, like that's how poor the plot was. Where it's just like
I was like, this girl's involved. They didn't just get in a wreck. She didn't just run into the back of his car on purpose, not on purpose. Nah, that is true.
No, I'm kidding. It's just this movie had the potential to be so good.
I agree.
It was bad. I'm not. It's a good bad movie. It's entertaining, but something that's 2.5 hours long, and it's still like, what happened?
It felt like a Netflix movie. What was the crime one they had that came out?
The Rip with Mack.
Yeah. It kind of felt like a Netflix movie to me. In fact, The Rip was better than this movie.
Yeah, but what was so disappointing about this, like The Rip, it's like, all right, Netflix movie, I know what I'm getting. It's just, cheap pop, whatever. This is like big budget theatrical release.
Ruffalo, Hemsworth, Halle Berry.
But I guess it was released in February in theaters, which, these first couple months of theatrical release is going to be some duds, some kind of stuff studios don't believe in.
Having said that, if you're not a huge movie watcher and have not watched all the great crime movies, I think you'll like this movie. It just felt like, I don't know if everything's been done at this point, but it was missing something.
Yeah.
There you go. And a ton of respect to Nick Nolte, blue chips, but he was tough to watch on camera.
Yeah, hang it up.
Yeah, dude, I hate to say that. All right, let's take a break. That was our 2-minute movie review. So I was bummed Saturday night because I was so excited for Michigan, Arizona, and it sucked. And I turned away with like 14 minutes left to go and looked for something fun to watch. And I chose Anaconda.
The new one?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yep. And I just wanted something goofy and dumb, but it was too terrible to entertain me. Back with you, Jordan Davis and Jordan Hankins for the first time. Their comments on Pirate Radio when we return after this.
Pirate Fest is back, presented by the City of Greenville and the Downtown Greenville Partnership. Come experience all the family fun Saturday, April 25th in downtown Greenville on 1st Street. It's all happening 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. with a variety of food, drinks, and unique vendors. Plus, of course, pirates. And you can enjoy awesome music from September, the top Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute band in the country, and spare change. And as always, our entertainment is free. It's legendary. It's award-winning. It's Pirate Fest, April 25th, downtown Greenville.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar Medi Spa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates!
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Hey Pirate Nation, warm weather is here and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
In Beaufort County, success is built together. The Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce connects leaders, supports local businesses, and helps our community thrive. From networking to community events, the Chamber is building a stronger Beaufort County every day. Get involved, grow your network, and help shape the future of beautiful Washington.
For more information on the Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce, including future events and membership, visit WBCChamber.com.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Christopher McDowell from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's time for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experience and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Overtime Tavern, located at 1011 South Charles Boulevard, right across from the Sheetz gas station, is your go-to for all the game day action. Come hungry and leave happy with Philly cheesesteaks, glizzies, juicy burgers, and wings that bring the heat. They're open daily till midnight, and on Wednesdays you can enjoy sports trivia with our very own Clip Brock and test your game day knowledge. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. I had the Cajun shrimp wrap at OT's last Wednesday, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
I might have to go back to that. We'll be there Wednesday night. We'll be at the Buck tonight for sports trivia, and cooked up a good game for the folks. So come on out, watch the national championship. Might have to throw out some props for our players out there while we watch basketball and compete in sports trivia. Let me give a shout out to ECU Campus Recreation and Wellness, the heartbeat of Pirate Nation's active lifestyle. We had our 3-point contest there last Thursday at the Eakin Student Recreation Center, where Pirates come to move, compete, and take care of their wellness, mind and body. From fitness and intramural to programs, recreation spaces, well-being, campus rec and wellness is about helping Pirates stay strong, healthy, and connected. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's the place to be. Go Pirates. And while we were there, we blocked off a court. There was a former Pirate there working out.
Luke Davis
was working out. On another court, there was pickleball games going on. So there was all kinds of stuff happening out there at the ECU Campus Recreation and Wellness Center, and we appreciate them hosting our 3-point contest. Congratulations, Alex Harper. Will not be denied that thing, and he's got a bit of an advantage, certainly on me, and I would say everybody else. Maybe not Sam. Sam's a young guy, but he's a football player. He probably shouldn't be playing basketball, to be fair. But Alex now, as a coach, is in a gym a lot, getting up shots. I know if I coached, I would be getting up shots every day, and it showed. He was awesome in the first round, was good in the championship round as well. Blake Harrell showed major improvement from episode 1 to year 2, I would say. Got into the championship round, but was no match for Alex Harper.
You could say unfair. Alex is in the gym every day, but that's got to be a lot of pressure to be a coach and then be on camera shooting threes. Because if he bricks every shot, if I'm a parent, I'm pulling my kid out of that program.
True.
You are not coaching my child when you can't even make one 3-pointer. So
instead, he's nailing threes and winning championships as a coach.
Ran circles around Coach Blake Harrell in the final round. So a ton of respect to everybody that competed.
Go check it out. Watch my first 2 racks and then fast forward. And
commentary's great.
Yep, J-Bone did a great job. Magical day. All right, and it was a great day earlier today because we got for the first time an opportunity to talk to the new coordinators at East Carolina, the Jordans, Jordan Davis and Jordan Hankins. And let's start on the offensive side of the ball with Jordan Davis, and was asked what his overall impression was of the offense.
I think the guys have done a really good job. I think the biggest thing, just like everybody's dealing with, I know I'm new, but everybody's kind of going through the same thing, right? I mean, you have 30 new faces on offense. You got new coaches. So trying to find the balance of installing and also installing kind of like our standard and what we want and how we want these guys to play. But they've done a pretty good job.
Just to get to know him a little bit, I think this was my question, Cut 6, Shirley. What did you think of when you heard, before you got here, when you heard ECU? What did you know about ECU, Cut 6?
Yeah, I've always really respected this place. Playing these guys like with Coach Harrell, I think the first game that he played us at North Texas, it may have been, I could be wrong on this, may have been his first game as the interim head coach, and just how tough, I think, and physical. I think that kind of goes with this town too, kind of a blue collar mentality, and you come here and you play in the stadium like you're in for a war. And just going back when I was getting recruited in high school, I was actually getting recruited in high school by Lincoln Riley at Texas Tech, and all that stuff happened with Mike Leach, and he left, and I was actually pretty close to coming here, being from Texas and walking on and playing here at East Carolina for Lincoln Riley. So those are the names that kind of pop in my head when I think of East Carolina. I'm sure I'm missing a few, but
how about that? Jordan Davis could have been our Shane Carden. Very similar quarterback from Texas, kind of came here late on a whim and became an ECU Hall of Famer. That could have been Jordan Davis. That's crazy.
Could have been.
Could have been.
A big what if.
No doubt. All right. He talked about Cut 2, Shirley, his chance to be the primary play caller.
That's a great question. I had some really good opportunities to be with my mentor, Eric Morris there for a while, but at the same time, he was very involved, and me kind of taking this next step in my career was really big. As soon as I talked with Coach Harrell, I came down here in my interview. It was just kind of a no-brainer. With him being a defensive guy and kind of letting me do my thing on the offensive side, it's been awesome. It's been a great transition, a lot of learning, a lot of first for me, but it's been really good. So the guys have picked up the offense for the most part, but we still got a lot to get better at.
All right. Everybody wants to know about the quarterbacks. We honestly could have asked QB questions the entire time. I think it was Donnell who threw out the first one. What have you seen from Griffiths, from Williams, and these quarterbacks? Cut 3.
I knew that was coming pretty fast. Emery and Mitch have done some really good things, kind of splitting them up with the ones each and every day, switching them off. I think the biggest thing with those guys is, they've played a lot of football, and the offenses that they've come from, it's not the same, but there's a lot of similarities from the trees and how we operate and communicate. So I think that's helped them out a little bit, and they're both very smart guys. Maybe a little bit different. I mean, you see Emery, he's 6'5", and he can kind of stand and see really well in the pocket and rip the football. He's a natural thrower of the football. And then Mitch, he's also a natural thrower, but he's a little different. He can make some stuff happen when it breaks down. Some stuff you really can't coach, right? That's going to get us out of some jams at times. But both doing some really good things. And I think it's going to be a really good battle.
I remember Holton always talking about JDB's offense and saying that you just need a capable guy in there because somebody's going to be open on every play and just run the offense. I feel like if you have Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, you're going to do everything around them. And in this kind of offense, you don't need that guy. You just need somebody to run it. Certainly these QBs are both capable of that. And I feel like it's the same thing with his offense too. Just hearing him talk there that, hey, don't make mistakes. Somebody's going to be open. Make the easy play.
Yeah.
Thank you. Cut 5. How has spring ball gone, and has it met your expectation thus far?
I think the biggest difference is just being with a different head coach. He's done a really good job. I've loved working for him, but it's just a different schedule for me, and it's not better, it's not worse, it's just different, right? And I think he's done a heck of a job. I think the biggest thing, too, is when you hire every single new coach on offense, like not only are you coaching the players, but you're coaching the coaches on how things are done because, they're used to doing different things and at other schools or wherever they were at. I think bringing in Coach Soto from North Texas was a big help for me and kind of knowing some of the language that I like to teach. And so, he's the one that kind of knows what I'm talking about when we're installing stuff. So that's made it easy.
So I guess Jared, name redacted, brought up that they kind of took a step back when it came to learning the plays. Hey, let's get some fundamentals down first.
Week 2, I guess, was supposed to be install, and Blake Harrell said, I think we kind of got to bring it back. Let's do another week or at least another practice of just laying down the fundamentals before we throw the whole install process at them.
Cut 8, Shirley was asked about that and how the team responded.
Looking back, it was probably one of the best things that we've done. I was like, as you get the new offense down, you're like, oh, man, I feel like I'm behind. You want to install. And just kind of going back, he brought us in the office, and he said, like, we really need to slow it down a little bit and just figure out, like, the standard of how we play, how we hustle, how we run to the football, like the fundamental stuff. I think that's what spring football is about. Like, the installs are going to come. We've got some time. I think if you skip over the how and how you do things, like, you're going to be in trouble, and you're going to be trying to come back on that, and it's a little bit too late. So I thought it was really good coming back, doing the same schemes, and just coaching up the little things of effort and hand placement and stuff like that. So I think that was very smart, and I'm glad we did it.
Cut 9. Shirley, he was asked about his offense compared to John David Baker's.
I think offense and tempo is definitely a huge component of what we do. I definitely believe in tempo. At the same time, I also believe in dictating the tempo and switching it up a little bit, not 1,000% every single play. I think it's a little bit of a feel thing when you're calling plays too. And, sometimes you're going really fast because you have an explosive player, you get a first down, and that kind of gets you in rhythm. But I definitely think there's some similarities on how we operate and get lined up fast and have some one-word calls to get lined up. So there's some similarities.
All right. I was going to ask, has he gained the trust of anybody yet, any veterans, to be the coach on the field, to be the guy to kind of rally the guys when the coaches aren't around? Jarrett said, Clip, stay in your lane, sit down, shut up. Not only am I going to ask a similar question, I'm going to name the names for him. You said with so many new faces, how important are veterans like Brock Spalding and Bryce Weaver? I was going to go that route, but you went there as well.
Jared Watkins, Pirate Radio. So many new faces.
Cut 10.
I mean, huge. Both of those guys have stood out from day one. They're learning a new offense. They've had some different coordinators, and Brock Brock's a guy who doesn't say a lot, but he's one of the toughest kids on the field. I'm not saying anything you guys don't already know. I think with what we do on offense and how we get the ball to the slot, I think Brock's going to have a heck of a year. I'm super excited that he decided to stay. He kind of leads by action, which is awesome. The guys see him on the field. Like, he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he might be the toughest blocker we have. I mean, he'll put his nose in there, and it's awesome to watch. Bryce has been incredible. I think as Bryce learns the system even more and more, like, he's one of the most athletic guys on the offensive line. He's going to be really special this year, so I'm excited about both of those guys.
And I was going to ask about returners, Jared, but also with the lack of returners, I guess, have any old guys come in and kind of taken over that role too? Yeah. And that's something we can talk about as spring goes on, because, again, you can tell talking to Harrell and these guys that there's just a ton of new faces still trying to learn their roles.
Yeah, I think it's less than 10 returners starting. And then obviously you got guys like Tyler Johnson on the offensive side, not a starter last year, but right. he's taken over that X position that Jordan Davis talked about.
I asked, has a leader in the running back room been found? Again, you've got some returners that hadn't played a lot and some new faces. Unfortunately, it sounds like everybody's banged up in that room, which he talked about a lot, cut 11.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a little bit by committee. When those guys are healthy, I think you could argue that might be our most talented room. I think it's a little bit tough on finding that leader when there's so many new guys at the same time, but they're all leading their own ways. I think Ashton's done a really, really good job. I wish he wasn't banged up. Michael's done a good job. He had a lot of load on him, this past Saturday in the scrimmage, or Friday in the scrimmage, with a bunch of guys being hurt. I think he's really impressed us. TJ, we're ready for him to get back. When he's in, he does everything right. But no, I'm really excited about those guys. Am I forgetting somebody here? Lacey's banged up a little bit. But as a whole, I think those guys are going to be really, really good. They can do a bunch of different things. And not only can they run the ball hard, between the tackles, they can catch the ball on the perimeter too. I think that's going to give us a weapon there.
All right, and Bone, he brought a couple of mean greeners with him. One is a receiver, right?
Landon Sides.
And who was the other?
Ashton Gray, he talked about, who is currently banged up.
Talked about bringing those guys to Greenville, and certainly makes him more comfortable as a coach. Cut 12.
A little bit. They were wanted at the place that Oklahoma State there. So I was begging them to come because I knew how big of a difference and how comfortable that made me feel them being here. I'm just being honest with you. Landon's a guy who I recruited when I was at Washington State, 4 or 5 years ago, and he's just. I think he really is he loves this place, East Carolina. He fits in so well. He's kind of like a Brock Spalding type guy who's tough, blue-collar guy who's made a bunch of plays in this conference. And then Ashton Gray, his ceiling is so high. Like, we're super lucky to have him. If you watch the bowl game, I think he had 175 yards on 12 carries, and it's his second year to ever play running back. He was a high school quarterback, and he's a big, fast kid who's going to be a difference maker for us. So I love having both of those guys here. It's awesome.
All right, Jordan Davis, our first opportunity to talk to him, and just one of these young, offensive, up-and-coming minds. And we'll see how he does with East Carolina. Was part of the number one offense in the country last year at North Texas.
Yeah, and the one game where he called the plays, I believe they put up 52 points.
Was that the bowl game?
Yeah. Not a lot of defense played in the bowl game, but by God, you still got to call the plays, and the offense still has to produce, and I think he did a great job against San Diego State there.
All right, our New Blue Pirate Report brought to you by New Blue. CallinUBlue.com is the website, and you can book them there. If you have any plumbing, air, electrical, any kind of needs, New Blue will take care of you. Let's take a break. When we return, we'll hear from the defensive coordinator of the Pirates, Jordan Hankins. We got that and a championship preview with Jeff Nadu on the way. Back with you after this.
A new feature menu has arrived at Basil's in Greenville. Basil's new specialty menu is full of great favorable dishes like roast beef melt, creamy beef ziti, chicken hibachi pizza, apple strudel pizza, plus $4.50 margaritas every Tuesday and $3 North Carolina craft beers on Wednesday. Basil's regular menu and favorites are always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Warm up from the winter with hot manufacturer rebates and store discounts. Buy any new Winchester Super X pump, Wildcat, Expert, or XPR, get $25 back. Getting ready for turkey season? Buy any new Winchester Super X pump shotgun, get $50 back. Or bring in the heat with a Savage $100 rebate on a Savage Renegade shotgun. Don't forget 50% off Nomad turkey gear. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids. Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, showcasing world-class entertainment and delivering exceptional experiences for every guest. Visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com for more information.
Looking for the perfect bottle of wine or something a little more unique? Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village. With a huge selection of hand-picked wines and gourmet olive oils, there's something for every taste. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are always ready to guide you, answer your questions, and help you find your new favorite. Join the fun with wine tastings twice a month or test your knowledge at trivia every Thursday. Follow Simply Divine Oil and Wine on Facebook and Instagram to stay in the know. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
After years in the making, the new Papa John's Pan Pizza recipe is ready. Introducing a new pan pizza with edge-to-edge cheese and toppings, a crispy garlic Parmesan crust, and 6 cheeses. It's the perfect balance of a soft, fluffy interior dough and a crispy crust. You'll agree this pan pizza was worth the wait. Order the new pan pizza today from your local Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
This is Zach Agnos, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
And go out there.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about smooth your skin texture? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Talk some hoops with Jeff Nadu in a little bit. He'll join us for NFL draft props, but this will be his last weekly appearance until probably the summer football previews. And we are previewing football right now on our New Blue Pirate Report. Heard from Jordan Davis, the new Pirate offensive coordinator, earlier. Now we'll hear from Jordan Hankins. And let's go ahead and hear cut one as he was asked what has stood out to you the most from this defense so far.
Just energy and effort. I mean, it's consistently gotten better through every practice, which is good. And you got so many new players, those guys gelling together, and all that's obviously there's something every day that you can find to get fixed. And the biggest thing is just mixing these guys together and putting them on the field together, getting them talking to each other, doing different things like that is huge for us. But I've seen steps every day, which is good.
All right. I'll go ahead and throw out what attracted you to the job. I asked him about coming to East Carolina and why he decided East Carolina was where he wanted to be, cut 3.
I've known Coach Harrell for a long time, what he's about, especially when it comes to how you play the game and, the mindset of it and the type of players that just a lot of the same things that I loved about it. And, all the way back to when he was at Kennesaw and I was at different places, we always kept in touch. Both of us are defensive guys, and I always look at it as an opportunity. I'm 45 years old now. I've been a coordinator for years, and got the opportunity to call plays. Getting with another guy and having another soundboard. Because no matter what you are, what your job is, another opportunity to learn something else. There's something they do different than we did, and things like that. And I get to understand the why, especially coming into the building every day. Got a guy to walk in his office and say, okay, why do we do it this way? Why do you like it this way? This is what I've done before. Let's find out the best way to do it.
All right, Jordan Hankins there. Is there a position group that has impressed you so far? Cut 2.
I think the D-line is very strong. The defense as a whole, there's a lot of guys that can play. There's a lot of old guys that have been here and played. Obviously, when you have the most returners at one position, that's the one that catches your eye first because they know the most. They've got the most experience. They've heard the same language. They've done all those things, and when you have as few new guys at that position, they've obviously gelled faster than some of the other groups that are a lot more new players.
He has a background with linebackers. He was a linebacker himself and is coaching inside linebackers. He talked about that room, cut 6.
Yeah, I mean, the guys that were here last year, DJ Johnson and Jackson Barker, Jackson Miles Jordan Miles is a young guy that, he played some last year, but he's really taken a step. Cade Law and Cruz Law, who just transferred in, have showed that, they're learning the defense too. And obviously they were with me last year, but there's some different communication things that they do now that, they've showed up and played well. And honestly, I like the whole room. You got the young guys that are sort of, learning by fire. Especially the two that should still be in PE class right now. So it's fun to watch them, and their eyes get big, and they're scared to mess up. You just got to let those guys go. But those top guys I talked about are going to be the guys that show up.
Jay Bone, you asked about the corners, I believe. Who's standing out right now in that cornerback room, cut 7?
Well, there's a few of them, but I mean Ashton Levels, the transfer that we got in here, Jalen Bowden. Those guys, those guys are being put in a lot of, especially in the spring. We try to put those guys in a lot of hard situations, find the guys that you can trust and all that. But as a whole, that, Raymond Mosby and those guys, Pop, those guys, it took me to about practice 4 or 5 to put the numbers together. And obviously the first numbers you learn are the ones that make the plays. So like those are the names that I learned first. And they've done a good job of, especially all the different defensive schemes that we run. It's not just man coverage every snap. Being able to understand their space and where they're supposed to be. Those guys have really showed up.
All right. The hardest part of the transition into the DC role here at ECU, what's been that? Cut 5.
I don't know if anything's just hard. I mean, college football in general, with all the new faces, it don't matter where you go. You walk into a new one and you're the new player. It used to be, you'd have about 6 or 7. Now you got 30 or 40, and coaches too. Like it used to be, the coaching cycle would change who was talking in front of the meetings and things like that. But I don't think it really matters what building you're in football, especially in college football now. Like the hard's going to come just because it's new people, it's new faces, it's new personalities, it's new ways people learn. And it's not just players, it's coaches too. Like every coach learns differently, from the experiences that they've had and what they bring to the table. You just got to have an open mind and learn that way.
What improvements do you want to see from scrimmage 1 last week to scrimmage 2 this week, cut 8?
Well, we're going to throw some more install, this week, really challenge them more mentally. The last spring game was just, there's a lot of base calls and, stuff that they've been doing for every day, So, like, for the next week, we're going to see who's going to have the bus when we have to install something new for the next game. Who can handle the intelligence part of, okay, why are we making this call? What spaces are we trying to take away? What players are we trying to take away? So that's going to be the biggest thing this week. And then obviously went out today in helmets and, did some things, but want to see who can make that step.
All right. Cut 10. I asked him about the philosophy on, practicing hard, tackling, also not getting hurt, the balance that is that. Cut 10, Shirley.
Exactly what you said. I mean, to me, it's an entire coaching staff's philosophy. It's not just, and Coach Harrell does a great job of taking care of our guys and, because it is a long season, and especially, there's not another window where you're going to go replace a bunch of people either. So you got to be smart, but at the same time, you have to see what they can do when everything's on fire, so it's got to be balanced out, somehow.
Jordan Hankins, this is a true if you can't beat them, join them situation. The ECU dominance over Memphis. He was on the opposing side last year and was asked what he remembers about the game and that atmosphere. Cut 11.
It was a great atmosphere, a great crowd. I took an elbow with somebody jumping out of the stands, so I've already took my licks here. So part of it. I mean, I don't shy away from it. It is what it is. It's a great football game. It's a great college football game. That's the reason you play. It has nothing to do with. It has nothing to do with where I was. I mean, it's a great atmosphere. It's a great opportunity to play football.
He was, well.
No, I like the answer. I like the question.
Good answer.
But I mean, it's not like he was going to be like, I'm pissed off about it.
Yeah.
Got our ass.
Sucks. I'm here to sabotage this program because of it. Cut 12. What area of the defense has the most room for improvement?
Everywhere. I mean, tackling is a big thing. And like it goes back to your question, how do you get good at tackling? You got to tackle, so that having that balance, and then obviously, knowing the guys that are going to strike, that are going to take those shots and stuff like that. Once you find that out, then that's how you figure out how to balance it. But because you have to be physical, that's number one. Tackling and block defeats are the biggest thing. I go out there every day, tackling, block defeats, and running to the ball. Those are the three things every play has to be consistent. Now you might have the A gap. How did you take it? Like that mindset of me doing my job. That's going to be the biggest thing that we got to get done.
And will you be on the sidelines or in the box? Cut 13.
I don't know. I hadn't made my mind up yet. I've never called from the box. Yeah. I'm going to try it in the spring, see what it's like. I think I'm going to get bored, though.
All right, there is Jordan Hankins. Look, we couldn't gather a ton from these, but good to meet them, and both seem like good dudes. I hope they're good coaches.
Yeah, I mean, just from, like you say, you're not going to gather much information, but you can kind of learn their personalities. Jordan Hankins, been around the block, not new to this. Jordan Davis, kind of new to this.
Yeah, true. And hopefully, I was going to say I hope we get a chance to talk to him more, but I don't think we will.
I think at probably most twice. I think once during fall camp and then, or some, before the season starts and then media day.
But we will get a chance to talk to some coaches next week.
All the other full-time assistant coaches, it's going to be set up like a media day style event. So we'll have a lot more. Damon Magazoo, Roy Tesh,
some old faces and some new
Coach
faces.
Juan Soto, the new wide receivers coach, who I just saw is on IR currently. Juan Soto's
baseball player? Yeah. All right. But we'll talk to him coming up next week. We'll take a break. We'll talk some basketball. I appreciate this, Johnny Hoops, and if nobody else does. He says, minus neither team going for their first championship tonight. Both squads being 3 seeds. Tonight's game has a Michigan Seton Hall from 1989 feel. Big Ten versus Big East, both teams being complete type teams where players know their role. I appreciate that. I was a little too young for it, but I certainly know Glenn Rice. Was Terry DeHare on that Seton Hall team, or was that before him? I do know P.J. Carlissimo was the coach of those Seton Hall Pirates. Jamie said, I like the numbers you remember the fastest are the numbers that make the plays. He said, I'm going to steal that.
That's my question.
We will take a break, come back, and talk some hoops with Jeff Nadu after this.
Hey Birdland, hit the yard on Saturday, April 11th when the O's take on the San Francisco Giants. 15,000 fans will take home a special Jackson Holiday bobblehead.
Jackson Holiday, that ball is gone.
Featuring his dog Coconut. Don't miss it. A rising star, his four-legged best friend, one must-have collectible.
Being able to come back to him after the games, he's the best.
Get your tickets at Orioles.com/tickets.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
After years in the making, the new Papa John's Pan Pizza recipe is ready. Introducing a new pan pizza with edge-to-edge cheese and toppings, a crispy garlic parmesan crust, and 6 cheeses. It's the perfect balance of a soft, fluffy interior dough and a crispy crust. You'll agree this pan pizza was worth the wait. Order the new pan pizza today from your local Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Ready to play a little kickball? Robbie's Clubhouse, a place for special needs adults and children, will host their annual kickball tournament on Saturday, April 25th from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Sarah Law Softball Complex located on Reedy Branch Road in Winterville. Come join the fun while helping the special needs community by joining us as a friendly kickball. To register a team, visit eventbrite.com and search Robbie's Clubhouse or call 252-916-9117. And we'll see you Saturday, April 25th.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
This is Ryder Giles, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. If you're cruising around town or headed out for a weekend adventure, make sure you're riding in something you can count on from Capital Subaru of Greenville. From brand new Subarus with legendary all-wheel drive to quality pre-owned vehicles, Capital Subaru has your back. Stop by Capital Subaru of Greenville today or visit capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru, love what you drive. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live in the First Flight Credit Union Studios.
In-house.
Clip Rock, Jared Watkins, Nick Bass, Shirley Rhodes, Zach. And it is championship night. I'm hopeful for a good game. But the way this thing is going, I don't know. Could be another blowout.
UConn blow them out?
Hey, that would be at least something different. But it'll be Michigan, it'll be UConn, and let's talk about it with Jeff Nadu, who joins us on the Turner Home Team Live line. Nadu, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Hey, doing all right. I had Arizona. I know you did as well, but you got a little sprinkle on UConn, I understand, too. So you still have something on the line tonight in this championship game. But first of all, was that more Arizona or Michigan dominance the other night, Jeff? How did the Wolverines do what they did against a really good Arizona team?
Well, I mean, Arizona didn't make anything. I mean, that's just really how it goes. I mean, sometimes you shoot 37%. I mean, their best player didn't play much. She only played 25 minutes, had a lot of foul trouble. And look, Michigan was really good in the half court. They did what they normally do. But yeah, I don't know. I looked at the halftime numbers and I thought to myself, how is Michigan down 48, or how is Michigan up 48-32 is about even. But I mean, Arizona had 14 turnovers, which I mean, I didn't expect that. I mean, this is a group that was one of the best in the Big 12 and not turning the ball over. Just it's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Michigan's really good. The bigs were really good in the game, and yeah, it's just you can't shoot that way and expect to win if you're Arizona.
And Michigan moves on. They will be facing UConn. What did you think of UConn and what they were able to do against Illinois? What was the difference in that game, Jeff?
Yeah, they played really well also. I was wrong on both games. That doesn't normally happen, but, it's these lines are tough. And, Illinois, another team who, you picked a bad night to shoot bad, right? I mean, Keaton Wagler, 2 for 10. Ivasic, 2 for 7. Mirkovic and Boswell, 1 for 9 combined. Nobody shot the ball well for Illinois. I mean, they were 6 for 26 from the three-point line. Did a nice job on the glass, out-rebounded, didn't turn it over. It's just, again, it's a very simple thing, but if you don't make shots in a basketball game, you'll likely lose. I mean, that's kind of how it goes. And UConn was good, and Reed played really well. Their guards played at a high level, and they kept the tempo down, kept Reed out of foul trouble, and it worked out really well.
All right, Jeff, what do you think about the line tonight? I got to imagine everybody is betting on Michigan. I may be wrong because UConn has won a couple of titles here the last few years, but is the number where you think it should be? And have you looked at, I haven't looked at percentages, what people are going with. We're recording this at around 2:30 in the afternoon, but what's the action telling you?
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, when you look at FanDuel, I mean, the whole world's on UConn, for being honest.
Wow.
A lot of people taking the points, and, then you look at like an MGM. I mean, other books are saying that the whole world's on Michigan. So I don't know that will matter too much. Yeah, I think when the rubber meets the road, I think Michigan should obviously be a favorite. I think you should be probably a 2+ possession favorite. I'll just tell you this. I wouldn't want to bet against Michigan. I mean, at what point do you just kind of say, you know what, I'm wrong on this team and not put any more money into it? I went pretty simple with this game. I played Trey McKinney over 9.5 points. McKinney scored 10 or more points in 7 of the last 9 games. He's been very good for this team, really, since the end of the regular season. LJ Kaysen came out, and he's kind of been inserted. He's been really good. He's been able to hit a bunch of big shots. He's a great free throw shooter. Really, he's been a lot more involved. He's played 25 or more minutes in most of these games. I think with the injury to Lendenberg, maybe he's not as effective. McKinney's really been one of the better players for Michigan, really from a guard standpoint. Really like what I've seen from him. He was really solid in a couple of games this year, really in this tournament particularly. You look at that game against Alabama, he had 17, and that one was huge, hit a couple of big threes. So, yeah, I like McKinney. I think he gets a double figures here. Ultimately, I like the over a little bit as well. I played it a little bit. I thought it would be a little bit higher. yeah, I think Michigan, when you look at them, I mean, they've scored 90 or more in every game in this tournament. They obviously want to go up and down. Illinois is going to have to make jump shots to stay in this game. Obviously, I don't think you're going to win this game if you're Michigan 70-62. I think it's more going to be like 82-75. I thought the total was a little too low. I did play a little bit of the over, but sidewise, I mean, I have a future on UConn. I'll just hope they win the game, but it's kind of in a weird spot for me because I'm going to have to maybe hope that we can get it live, maybe Michigan live. They go down 10-2 in this game or something.
Jeff Nadu joining us. Jeff, I'm fascinated by the big man matchup in this one. And, yeah, we're going to see a three-pointer shot tonight because that is basketball in 2026. But the Reed-Mara matchup is huge, determining, what could happen in this game. And who has the advantage there, in your opinion, Jeff, when it comes to the big men each team will put on the court?
Well, I see one team that's going to throw two really good big men and one that could throw one. I think it's probably, look, you have to lean Michigan, obviously. Mara was really good. But look, the one name we haven't mentioned here, the great equalizer, is Dan Hurley, who is 11-0 in his career at UConn on one day's rest. I mean, he's very good in this situation. I'm going to guess that he's going to have some sort of great equalizer here. And look, the difference in that game the other night as well was coaching. Tommy Lloyd was completely lost, and Dusty May was really good. I would maybe say Merez Johnson props as well. I think Mar gets more of the onus on stopping him. But Reed's really good. I mean, he could put up one of these, 24-9 type games, like he had against, really anybody in this tournament. So, yeah, the great equalizer is Danny Hurley. I feel like, to me, if you like UConn, maybe just assume they win the game and go from there.
On that note, Jeff, what does he do to stop this Michigan offense? They have scored 90 plus, right, in all these tournament games. Total tonight is 146. UConn would certainly not like it to get to the 80s and certainly 90s. But do you continue to ride Michigan and the team total over in the game? Like how many points do you think are scored in this championship game?
I think if you like Michigan, you'd have to assume the game goes over and they get to the 80s. I think if you like UConn, you'd have to assume that they're not going to win this game 85-82. I mean, You're going to have to assume that they cut the tempo down a little bit. Look, they're not real dependent on getting to the rim, which is helpful. That's obviously something you want. I think they can operate here, but stopping them is going to be difficult as well. But then again, I mean, you look at Connecticut. Nobody said they could beat Duke. They did that. Nobody said they could beat Illinois. They're huge. Can't do that. They did that. I think again, the great equalizer is our boy Danny Hurley. And I go back to that Arizona game earlier this year. They didn't have Terrence Reed and Braylon Mullins and still almost won. So they can play any team in the country. It's tough. I mean, I want to believe that UConn can win. I didn't play the market as far as the side. I just looked at totals. I feel like, to me, the over finds its way. 144 was just too low to me, and I played it, and I did play that McKinney prop also.
Yeah, McKinney, Jeff's favorite play. Anything else? Any other player props to watch, Jeff? Anything else you're involved in this one?
No, not at this time. I mean, obviously, like I said, I have a UConn future. It's a pretty big one, so I'll look to hope that maybe Michigan go down in the game, maybe get a little get back on Michigan, to kind of take away some of my exposure, but we'll see. I mean, if the game goes well, I want an opportunity to not really give much back. So we'll see. I might just let it ride. All in all, though, another season over. So crazy how quick it goes.
Jeff Nadu joining us real quick. Most outstanding player. Mara, the overwhelming favorite. Reed right behind him. And then you get Yaxel and Cadeau and others. I don't know. Could you throw a flyer? Mullins had the big shot, right, in the Duke game. Caravan 1,500. This is most outstanding player, Final Four. I guess it does kind of look at a big picture, but it's mostly, who has the big game in the championship. So would you be willing to take a flyer on anybody outside of, one of the big men, Mara or Reed?
I would probably look at Reed. I mean, if I wanted something other than a Michigan player, obviously you're picking, I would assume, who wins the game. Right. So I think if you like UConn, maybe you take a shot there. I mean, Reed has had a really good tournament. And really outside, I think he should probably be your second favorite. He was really good against UConn. I think for them to obviously win this game, he'd probably have to have a big one. So then again, I mean, your shouts on like a Braylon Mullins isn't a bad play. Obviously, he had that huge moment against Duke. I thought he was really good against Illinois as well.
Yeah, he's plus 1,300. I'm looking at.
Yeah, I could take a shot with that. There's 12 to 1s out there, 13 to 1. I mean, he's likely, he's from that area. He's going to have opportunities in this game. He had a bunch of threes the other night. I wouldn't think that's crazy. He could go off for 19, 21 tonight, something like that, and they find a way to win. He'll have the opportunity. He's going to have the shot profile.
All right, Jeff Nadu joining us. He is a man of honor, and we appreciate him joining us on the show. Jeff, can we get you back on later this month to do some NFL draft props?
Yeah, for sure. I'm actually starting to bet some even NBA draft props.
Okay.
I got a little involved yesterday with the Bonsa #1 pick. I mean, I'm willing to lay that up to like minus 300. I think that's a.
Is he the favorite now?
Yeah, he's
okay.
a clear favorite.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't see much reason to believe that he won't be. It's a great class, but he's clearly the best player and going to be #1.
So the Hornets are winning. That's got me excited about the NBA. And I looked at the NBA mock draft, and that gets me more excited about the NBA because it's all college guys, Jeff. I didn't see a ton of foreign-born players that I didn't recognize, and I think a lot of that's due to the NIL now and these guys coming over and playing in college. So if you're looking for positives from the new age of college athletics, this NBA draft is loaded with guys we watch play this year. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's cool, and I will tell you, I mean, usually you're right, a lot of, guys you never heard of or whatever, but yeah, I mean, there's so many players, and look, not every one of these kids, as far as for full first round, will actually go into the draft. Nowadays with NIL, it's a lot more, in some cases, lucrative to stay back, but I'll tell you another thing, the transfer portal right now is as usual, going crazy. I mean, it's, there's some big names. Bishop Boswell just announced he's going in from Tennessee. Obviously, Badunga from Kansas. There's all sorts of big names that are heading into the portal. So, guys will move and shake, and that's the cool thing about the college ranks. Now, one quick point to mention, clip here at the end. It was kind of weird yesterday, surreal. A Pennsylvania team won the Division II national title, and I remember I went to my local team this year's game. They played this team, Gannon, who won yesterday. And I remember saying to a friend of mine, this was back in December, my team was up at the half, and I said, this team's the sixth best team in the country? And he said, yeah, they don't look great, do they? I thought, wow, this is unbelievable. And here they go yesterday and win the whole thing. So
there you go.
It's pretty cool to see that team in person.
No doubt. Nadu, appreciate you, man. Enjoyed the chats all basketball season long. Enjoyed the game tonight, and we'll catch up with you later this month.
It's bittersweet, Cliff. We were football, now it's over. So, yeah.
But, hey, we're one day closer to talking more football. So
Yeah, it'll be here before we know it. And you got Alabama on the schedule this year, don't you?
Week 1, man, in Tuscaloosa.
Well, hey, listen, August will be here before we know it.
Nadu, appreciate you, bud.
All right, good luck.
There is Jeff Nadu. He was talking about seeing that local team that went on to win their championship in person. It kind of reminded me of BYU here in football, because you remember they were climbing the rankings and at one point like a playoff team. And I thought they were good, but I never thought I was watching like one of the best 4 to 6 to 8 teams in the country. But the way they, played defense and didn't make mistakes made me think they could hang with a lot of those teams.
Yeah, well-coached team, but a big oos.
Yeah. Kalani Sataki, who went in our draft last week. It was a fun draft.
Very much.
I got Masula. He's going to lose to Charles Lee this year in the playoffs.
Damn right. Half game back out of the 6th spot.
When we return, we'll do a quick Hornets update, look at the standings, and get a Canes update as well with Nick from @Canes Prospects. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live after this.
Pirate Fest is back, presented by the City of Greenville and the Downtown Greenville Partnership. Come experience all the family fun Saturday, April 25th in downtown Greenville on 1st Street. It's all happening 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. with a variety of food, drinks, and unique vendors. Plus, of course, pirates. And you can enjoy awesome music from September, the top Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute band in the country, and spare change. And as always, our entertainment is free. It's legendary. It's award-winning. It's Pirate Fest, April 25th, downtown Greenville.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Level up your weekend at the Greenville Museum of Art on Saturday, April 18th. Bring the whole crew from 11 to 3 for Super Family Game Day. We have board games, arcade classics, food, and fun for all ages. Then come back at 6 p.m. for the GMO Arcade, an adults-only night with games, trivia, and an open bar. Grab your tickets now at gmoa.org in the events section and support art in our community. Don't miss it. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Does this warm weather find you dreaming about weekends on the water? Make it happen with a boat loan from First Flight Credit Union. Whether you're upgrading your fishing boat, cruising with your family, or chasing sunsets, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, and fast and local decisions, so you can spend less time waiting and more time boating. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, New Bern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. All local residents are membership eligible. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates!
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
When it comes to building or remodeling your home, every detail matters. Hi, this is Kathy Herring with KDL Construction, and we believe great design begins with careful planning and ends with flawless execution. With open communication and a true partnership mindset, we guide you through every step, turning your vision into reality. Our goal, to deliver more than a building project. We create an experience that is seamless, stress-free, and inspiring. Visit KDLConstructionLLC.com to start your transformation today. KDL Construction, your vision, our craft.
After 89 years serving the furniture needs of Greenville, Bostic Sugg Furniture is closing their doors forever. Now, all current inventory must and will be sold down to the bare walls in a massive store closing liquidation. Get to Bostic Sugg today and find a huge selection of living room furniture, dining sets, bedrooms, and mattresses all slashed in price. Nothing's held back. Hurry, it's first come, first save during the massive store closing liquidation on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture, 2115 East Fire Tower Road in Greenville. See store for details.
You know Pip Printing for custom printing and marketing, but do you know they also do custom apparel? Need a company store for your employees, team, or just to sell your custom apparel online? Pip has the team in place to get that up and running for you in no time. Come into our store at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville and check out the clearance sale on jackets and coats. Brands by Cutter & Buck, Gildan, and Carhartt with some items as low as $10. At Pip, we do a lot more than you think. Call or come out to see the We Do people at Pip Printing.
This is Coach Blake Carroll for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a good day to start the week for the stock market. The Dow was up 165 points and closed at 46,669. The The NASDAQ was up 117 points at 21,996, and the S&P was ahead 29 points at 6,611. That is your Wells Fargo Advisor Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Clip.
Up on a Monday, since we've last been at this table and these microphones on Friday, the Hornets won 2 games, one against the bad Jamie-led Pacers team, and good win on the road.
No Ant.
I saw where the line kept moving in Charlotte's direction and assumed it was injury related and had to be a big one, and indeed it was. Anthony Edwards not starting.
Yeah, but I mean, to get down after having a pretty sizable lead and then come back and win by double digits, it's still a good win, a statement win for a Hornets team. It's starting to get a lot more respect in the national conversations. But look, this is April. We gotta hunker down and we gotta play some good basketball, and that's exactly what we're doing.
I'd love to stay in that 7-8 game. I'd love even more to move up to 6 if possible, and that is possible because they are a half game back on the Sixers. That game a couple weekends ago where they blew a double-digit lead against the Sixers could cost them.
Yeah, that's tough. And I mean, tough 3 remaining games: Celtics, Pistons, Knicks. Hey, let's go win all of them.
And Hornets half game back of 6, half game back of 7, half game up on Orlando for 9, sitting in that 8 spot. Good weekend for the Canes, Nick. You shrugged your shoulders. What'd you do this weekend?
I hung out with family, but they had a really good win and then a really ugly loss. So
when was the loss?
Sunday.
They had back-to-backs, lost to the Senators 6-3. One on Saturday.
Yep.
Okay, good deal. And of course, they're in a great spot, top of the Eastern Conference, playing out the string here, final week or so of the regular seasons in the NBA and NHL. All right, we'll be back with you Tuesday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live for Shirley Rhodes, Nick Bass, intern Zach, and J-Bone. I am Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the